Here we go. What's happening? Party people.
How you
Scoville
doing?
unit in the house. Got Chris from Scoville unit. Coconuts up in here. Action Point Gaming. What's up, buddy? Are you coming up to share your wrestling?
In
Also,
here.
a
Action
past
Point
indie
Gaming.
wrestler.
What's up, buddy? Are you coming up to share your wrestling?
I got an echo.
Also,
Who's
Action
past indie wrestler?
What's up, buddy? Are you
CJ's
coming
got
up
his mic, his volume up too
to share
loud.
your wrestling?
I got an echo.
Also,
Who's
Past
He's
indie
in the crapper. Hang on. That's better. He's got it playing on the thing, so
Be right back.
yeah, no worries. We got a minute. How's everyone doing? Everybody excited for
Coming out
Royal Rumble this weekend?
heavy
I
meat.
know it seems the consensus is switching away from WWE lately. A lot of AEW fans in the house. I don't know. What's up, Chris? What's up, Scoville? How you doing, buddy? Shawnee says, "What's up, Dan?" Scoville's excited. We are excited for Royal Rumble. Yeah, man. You do that. You do that, man. Hang in there. We hope you feel better, my friend. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to hear. We have Sheriff coming on in a little bit. We have Tick Tick. Oh, Beth's in the house. Miss Scoville's in the house. What's going on? Strange and Chirpy. Yes, sir. A lot of AEW fans in the house. Is your mic on, Dan?
I think so.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm here.
Those in here that don't know my brother, he's Hamilton's first Steel City champion, former indie pro wrestler. Came up with a bunch of guys. Actually, is friends with Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, and came up with those guys through Hamilton. Anyways, is it LLW? I don't. Was it LLW?
Was it
LWA?
LWA as a training promotion, as a training place, and then LLW was like the promotion on top of it.
Coconut's giving you a round of applause. He was briefly also in a tag team with the late great Brody Lee, in Hamilton here also.
Person tag team.
Yeah, him and Steve Brown and Brody Lee, they were the convoy.
Yeah,
So,
good times.
oh, Johnny's got a question for you. Uh, how?
All right.
Yeah, I did. I did some. Oh, Sean, that's Sean from Strange and Trippy. He says his old man used to live in Hamilton, so that's pretty sweet.
Oh, awesome. Hamilton. Hamilton used to be called the Factory because so many wrestlers would come out of Hamilton in the 50s and 60s.
Up by the mountain.
Oh, yeah. Well, all over Hamilton at the Hamilton Forum, which doesn't exist anymore.
I think that's Miss Scoville unit says more excited for the countdown surprise guest than anything. I think that's what everybody gets excited about with the Royal Rumble. I know that was always one of our favorites growing up because you never knew who was going to show up. And this year, especially, we've got the Impact Women's World Champion, Mickie James, wrestling on a WWE pay per view show. So that's kind of huge to me, anyways. Jason in the house, late for work. What's going on, buddy? It's Friday night. You know what that means. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shenanigans.
Yeah.
Oh, we got SmackDown tonight. Dynamite was cool.
Oh, yeah.
Dynamite was awesome this week.
Welcome, CJ.
Hey, I know that guy.
Probably Unbreakable Dan Magnum's biggest fan. Arguably. The Boogeyman.
I haven't been Unbreakable for quite a while. Michael
Doesn't-
Elgin went of Honor, and he said that Ring of Honor gave him a list of names to choose from, and that he swore that Unbreakable was the coolest one. And so I told him he could have it, he could use it, and I stopped using it.
Oh wow, that is old school. I just watched NWA Power.
No, NWA Power is a new promotion, Chris.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's run by Billy Corgan. That's their show. Power
Yeah.
Oh shit.
is the show. But yeah, NWA is totally around.
Sean wants to know where the shades are. CJ, this is Wrestling Talk.
I don't know where they are.
NWA. I didn't even know they were back.
But I'm totally representing tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Canada. Oh, yeah, we got our Timmies. Love our Timmies up in here.
All right.
Bud Files in the house. What's going on, brother? Fighting for love. What's up? We got Heather from Sean in the pack. What's going on? 18 big eyes in the chat. So we got this. I'm probably gonna say it a couple times, but we got this Royal Rumble contest for tomorrow for the actual Rumble. We got more numbers to give out. You pick a number, and that's your number for the men's and the women's Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
If your guy wins, then you get a prize. It's simple as that. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be watching the Rumble. We can't show the Rumble, but you're gonna get our reactions tomorrow, like live. We're gonna be live for the whole thing. So classic wrestling, Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan.
You can hear me. I just don't say much.
You hear me? I just don't say much.
Mhm.
Oh, hang on. I can turn your mic up.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That muted it. Okay.
How about that?
So I'm not.
Oh, I
sure.
appreciate that. 30 likes is doing a double shot. I ain't doing no hot sauce tonight. That's not. My stomach's not wrestling tonight. It's actual wrestling tonight.
Oh, hey,
No,
Rampage is on tonight.
Rampage is on tonight.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Got SmackDown on tonight. If anybody's interested in that, all kinds of shit going on tonight. No, we're all out. I have to go get some.
I'm just sitting here trying not to make faces into the camera. It's really hard.
I make faces all the time. It's all good. Yeah, we got Tig coming in shortly, and also Sheriff. Action Point Gaming, also a former indie wrestler, coming in. I don't get it. I need fight. Oh, the Fight Network. Yeah, it's on.
Is anything even on the Fight Network anymore?
The shows prior to pay-per-views are always the best. Now, which shows are you referring to there, Scoville?
The Go Home show. The show. Anytime the show.
Yeah.
Anytime, yeah.
Like the SmackDown before the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody have any guesses as to what? There's 8 people we don't know about in the men's Rumble. They have 22 announced. Okay, I will be right with you guys.
My predictions have been like on point so far. So like Brody King, all that stuff. So I think Moose. I think Moose is gonna show up.
Yeah, maybe.
Only because he's got that thing going on where he's like talking about Roman Reigns and Impact and stuff like that.
Everybody's talking about Moxley showing up.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No. Yeah. Maybe Ciampa.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm glad we went to NXT.
No
before.
AEW, all AEW, even only AEW.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Ciampa?
I'm glad we went to go see NXT before it was 2.0.
Yes, me too.
Because that Adam Cole versus Gargano match, whew,
As far as I'm concerned, that takeover was the last good WWE show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, confirmed.
I'm not big on WWE, people. I haven't watched it in years. I haven't
Yeah.
followed it in shorter amount of time than I haven't watched it. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
doesn't do it for me anymore.
Oh, in the Rumble, no AEW.
Oh, in the Rumble.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I didn't think it was going to happen. That's just something people have been saying on Reddit.
Yeah. I hear that, and I hear no.
Tony Khan's been on the record saying that in WWE's hands that he'll work with anybody.
I've been hearing Moxley or Cody.
But that could have changed. That was like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Cody, I don't know. Like,
I don't think Cody would.
Cody's like still a WWE guy.
Yeah.
Because he still kind of wrestles that style. And even like his storylines are kind of like that still.
Oh yeah, maybe HH. That'd be awesome. Well, awesome. Yeah, because he hasn't wrestled in a while.
Well, the thing is that AEW doesn't use scripts, but I like the fact that it's not as well scripted. That's better. That makes it better.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to feed the wife. What we got going here? Waiting for our guests to come.
It's not about the wrestling or the storylines or who's there. For AEW, answers so many things that I've had problems with in WWE since I was a little kid.
Oh yeah.
That I just don't have a reason to watch WWE anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, we got Sergeant Dunn in the house, building with the boys. Sorry, I missed you guys. What's going on? Again, either Lesnar or Reigns will be entrant number 30 in the Rumble.
It's probably going to be something like that.
Judging by the past track record of Vince McMahon, yeah, I could see that happening. Do you think we're going to get someone else from Impact or AEW?
Moose.
You think Moose?
Moose.
I think Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
I was starting to think that, but then I realized they also tried to keep his name for like years, and they wouldn't give it back. So I don't think he's gonna.
I think the agreement was something along the lines of like he would use the Cody Rhodes name, but he'd stop trying to get the Bash at the Beach copyright.
Yeah. They call it. What did they call it the other day? Beach break.
Beach break. Yeah.
That is a valid point. There, Scoville. If they did open the door, they would have a limited number of storylines.
Yeah.
And it's something different too.
They just like to pretend that there's nothing else out there but WWE.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy would be sweet, or Edge. I could see Jeff Hardy too, because they're making a big deal right now about him turning down his election into the Hall of Fame. So I could see that whole deal being just a work, but Jericho might. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because he just dropped the TNT title.
If anyone was going to do it, I could see Jericho doing it, because he's the one that's riding that line more than anyone.
Yeah.
I think, you know.
People were saying that if he shows up, he was going to get booed or something.
Jericho?
Yeah, something about, I don't know.
Well,
it was just one of those Instagram posts.
CJ, does Scoville unit there have a number for the Rumble? We have 20 numbers, 20, 21 numbers. How many numbers we got left?
He does not. We have 20 left.
Scoville unit, would you like a number for the Royal Rumble? I know you're a big time fan. Want to get you up here and show off your mask there. He's got a sweet mask. Tomato, correct. Also, I think Strange and Trippy needs a number too.
I'm glad
Spitfire Dragon in the house.
Jeff Hardy's old theme back before he left.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sean, did I say his point there about Dan needs to be more on the show more often, because really CJ comes out of his shell
20
when you're around, bud. He's been talking more.
Your number is for men's and the women's.
Yeah, you get one number for both men's and women's, and if your guy wins, then you get a prize.
Yeah.
Appreciate everyone coming out. Oh, he's throwing out numbers. Which one is it? I think all three of those are available. Son, you got numbers on the board.
Trevor 7.
What's that?
Okay, wait. I'm gonna put something in the chat of all the numbers that are left. Okay.
Okay, you can. Well, no, just Scoville is 27
Okay.
your first pick there, buddy.
Yeah, if you want 27, that's available.
Scoville's gonna light it up.
27.
27. All right, Scoville, you're down for number 27. That's
All right.
for the men's and the women's rumble. You don't know who you're gonna get. You might get Knoxville. You might get I don't know, Boogeyman.
R-Truth.
I hope you don't get the Brooklyn. Yeah, R-Truth.
Oh, that would suck. I did that one year for champions, and I got R-Truth.
Did they do a 24/7 run-in last year at the Rumble or something like that?
Building with boys. 18 is available if you want it.
All right, building with. Now you have to be around tomorrow, like to see if you've won. Like you have to be.
Comment the number. Strange and trippy.
Absolutely strange and trippy.
Sorry, I'm distracted by my cats.
Sorry, Dan.
He's gonna bring
just
the ladder out again. That was
distracted.
Oh, good, do your thing.
Can we get another Titus World slide?
Titus World slide. Yeah, get strange and trippy needs. What number did you say, Sean? Strange and trippy. He wants number 4.
4?
Yeah. You getting these down?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Beautiful. Crayons, what's going on, buddy? Not buddy. I know you're not buddy.
How
are you, Crayons? How you feeling? How you feeling? Appreciate you being here. Titus World slide.
Building with boys. You want 18, right?
Wasn't that the
Be right back.
the greatest Royal Rumble or the greatest Royal Rumble or something when he slid under the ring?
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia?
We don't talk about that.
Like the only thing that's like memorable about that Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble.
You sound like a robot. Dan, your mic was making you a robot.
Nice.
18, please. Yes. Okay. Got you.
On fire. Let's do this.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure the most people have won the Royal Rumble from the number 27 spot.
Oh, no way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, you're like really sounding like a robot. Is your mic, touch your mic or something?
I don't. My mic
Or is it just me?
This is my mic.
Oh, yeah.
Um.
I don't know. I'm actually kind of rooting for Dominic Mysterio to win the Rumble this year. He's come a long way in the short time of the year's talent. Who was saying they would come out of retirement to be his manager? JBL. Because he was a longtime rival of Ray. That's why I picked it.
I always forgot
Robot.
about Dominic Mysterio.
The number is 14. Yeah.
Yeah, you're staticky.
Yeah, but there's nothing I can
Maybe.
do. I don't know. There's no options or anything.
Unplug your mic and plug it back in, maybe. Or is it one of those?
It's not really a mic. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's a speaker though.
It's a speaker?
I'll turn it off. And
17
Okay.
is taken by Sheriff and Angel.
Yeah. Sheriff 17 is out.
Yeah. Okay, it keeps opening Discord for no reason. Getting hacked here. There we go. We're good. We're set. We are set.
All right, numbers out. We'll get some more out after.
Go down. Good.
That's better, dude.
There we go.
That's better. Well,
We
come back in.
have one,
We good.
All right.
It had crayons at 17.
17. Wait, we have 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, 27 has the most wins in the Rumble.
17.
There you go. Does anybody have any comment to that? I would love to see the Von Erich boys going to AEW from MLW. The Von Erichs and the Rhodes have
Yeah,
history.
you're 7 Purple Crowns. You're good.
That would be a feud.
Oh, good.
There are Von Erich, like you're not talking Lacey Von Erich because
The girl?
Yeah, she was not.
Is she
great.
actually related to them? She is. That's probably a silly question. Is it like an off related? Because like Natalia's not really related to Brett.
Yeah, yes,
'Cause-
yeah, she is. Right? That's her uncle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like she's kind of like she's like a cousin or nephew or niece or something.
Because Jim's Brett's
She's
brother, right?
She's about as related. Who are you talking about, Natty?
Yeah.
That's the Hearts, though. We're talking the Von Erichs.
Oh, okay.
Von Erichs were out of Texas back in the 70s.
Oh.
Carrie Von Erich was the most noted one. The Texas.
Carrie Von Erich? Yes. There was a lot of tragedy in that family too. The Von Erichs, from what I remember.
In that whole
Marshall?
promotion. In the whole promotion.
Marshall and his brother whose father is Kevin. Oh shit.
We have you down for 7 Purple Crown. It's all good.
Oh, 7. Okay, so 17 still available.
What does everybody think of the? It's more than rumors. It's like not confirmed or anything, but the word is that Ronda Rousey is going to be in the Rumble.
I heard that too. I've been hearing. I heard Kurt Angle. That's what I heard was Kurt Angle. Everybody just blows up rumors.
I just worry about Kurt Angle's neck when I see him wrestle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he broke his neck like 30 years ago.
It also won't shock me to see it come down to Orton and Riddle. Set up the RK Bro split at the Rumble though. I don't know if they do it at the Rumble.
If they lose the title match, I can see that happening.
Scoville's got a friend, I believe, or no, cousin is in St. Louis for the Rumble right now. So that's cool. I was at SummerSlam 2004, and we used to go to house shows all the time. They used to have pay-per-views in Hamilton here. They don't do it anymore. It's not big enough draw.
We chose to go to Takeover Toronto instead of SummerSlam.
Oh,
yeah, CJ and
it was either
Dan there.
Takeover Toronto or Fiend debut.
Yeah. So we went with the Takeover.
Yeah, Takeover, and I'm so glad because that Gargano and Adam Cole match was so good.
Scoville, you can come up now too if you want. And then when Sheriff gets here, Sheriff, they'll be on. They're coming. Sheriff, Cletus T. Buford, and the real Tig.
If John Knoxville can be in
Bad Bunny's not like the Adam Rose Bunny, is he?
Bad Bunny? I don't think so. He's like, isn't he like a singer? Are we talking about the same Bad Bunny here?
Damian Priest all the time.
There's a singer Bad Bunny? I wouldn't know.
Oh, bye, Heather. There's a singer Bad Bunny. He was around last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, the one with Damian Priest.
I don't know. The newest artist I listen to is like Foo Fighters, and that's it. Everything else is like from the 70s.
Adam Rose Bunny. That dude is huge right now.
Oh my God,
I don't mean like popular, but I mean muscular. That dude turned up.
Yeah.
Adam Rose?
Mm.
Holy, he got lit up.
Adam Rose's gimmick worked in NXT. When they brought it to the main roster, it went to shit.
But a lot of gimmicks did that. Or they just didn't use them. You know what I mean? They didn't use them.
Keith Lee.
The biggest one to my knowledge was Finn Balor, because I hate what they do with Finn Balor.
No, don't even.
They could have ran with that gimmick
so much. Same with Shinsuke. Okay, the Books thing is hilarious, but
what we got here? Oh, we have Chris.
What's going on?
How's it going, buddy? How you doing? Welcome to the panel, my friend.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, we have also another Chris. So we have 3 Chris's on the panel. This is my buddy Chris from Scoville Unit. Big wrestling fan up in here.
Now, technically, you're all Chris's except for me.
I'm right. You're the only not Chris on the panel.
I'm Chris with a
K. All right. Chris spells his with a K. This is true.
DJ is technically CJ.
Yeah. Christopher James.
Christopher James. Yeah. He's Chris, but CJ.
They ruined Finn Balor in really sad ways. Yeah, they did. I agree. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Scoville, your favorite guy is Bray Wyatt, or was, is the Fiend?
Let's make it clear. Creatively, he's my favorite. He's not my favorite wrestler. My
Okay.
favorite wrestler, and I'm going to say the forbidden name, is a close mix between Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit. I know he's a touchy subject, but technical wrestler, Benoit was probably the best. But if I had to say now, currently, there's a lot of great guys out there. Now, I think some guys, that's the guys that switch up their move lists a little bit more, that don't just stick to the same shtick every week.
Yeah.
It's really hard to just pick one. Like right now, honestly, my favorite right now is Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy's cool.
Jungle Boy or
He's getting better all the time.
I just recently found out that he's Luke Perry's kid. I just recently found that out.
Jack Perry.
He looks just like him.
What? He looks just like him. I now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. It's like, that's
he's really
shorten the hair. Give him
he's really grown in presence, I find.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
See, the thing with Bray Wyatt, what my Bray Wyatt thing is his creative ability and the way that he writes for himself. If they let him have free range when he was still with WWE, he could have easily kept wrestling for like 2 or 3 more years and then retired and just been a manager. And he probably still would have been more over than a lot of the wrestlers they have now.
Absolutely.
The problem being with that is, Vince wouldn't give him the creativity.
Well, that's why he left.
That and Vince didn't like him.
Yeah.
I mean, even when he came in and during the NXT start, should we say, that whole crappy little, let's put rookies with pros that garbage, and it was Husky Harris.
Treat Daniel Bryan like he's a brand new wrestler and nobody's ever.
But
welcome, Sean, Strange and Trippy, another big wrestling fan.
That fast anymore.
In the house.
Strange and Trippy.
It's easier this way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Vince has never liked.
I still say Bret Hart's the best. Technical, overall, everything.
Bret Hart was good too. It's a different game now. And,
it's a
and
whole
like you were
different
saying. Oh yeah, it's a different you have to be technical now. Like 20 years ago.
The thing about Bret is that every single one of his matches, big matches, little matches, all different, all told a different story in a different way. Like look at King of the Ring. When he won King of the Ring, he wrestled Bam Bam Bigelow. He wrestled Razor Ramon. I don't remember the third guy, but I just remember 3 completely different things happened that night.
Yeah.
He wrestled 3
And
times.
He was able to work.
He
was able to work with any wrestling style. It didn't matter how big they were, how small they were. He was able to adjust to their move sets and their abilities and make them just that much better. Speaking of which, I represent Brody Lee tonight, wearing my limited edition shirt tonight.
Brody Lee, yeah.
Oh, nice. Represent.
Yeah.
Represent.
Good thing right there.
I like Chris's point too about Vince McMahon is he's set in his ways. Like he won't even, at least from what I can tell, he won't budge from.
And see, that's the problem. He is set in his ways, and he's reached out to all of these the superstars or the wrestlers that have been released since the pandemic started. He's reached out to half of them. The Iconics turned him down for the Rumble debut. The Good Brothers turned him down.
Yeah.
Because they run a sloppy show. If you watch a couple of the podcasts and everything, and Jericho will say this 10 times over, the amount of difference between AEW's management process and WWE's is just crazy. It's just a more lax and comfortable work environment than WWE.
Oh yeah.
And the problem was it was either one person's way or not. And with Tony Khan, he's just like, all right, guys, what are you bringing to the table? Let's have it all. And that's why they have Jericho, Rhodes, Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
They have the guys that made the industry what it is today, putting their minds in. And Khan's just like, here's the money, let's do it.
It's more collaborative.
See, the thing about it is with AEW, and this is pretty cool because one of mine, Buford's, and Tig's real good friends that we have been up and down the road with, wrestled. And that was Cyrus. He was on a taping, or well, AEW Dark back when they were at Daly's place.
Daly's place, yeah.
And he's a big guy. He's like 6'6",
way bigger than you think, Cyrus.
300, 300 some odd pounds. And you know, that dude is a behemoth. I've wrestled him. Ended up getting speared straight through the middle rope, nearly breaking my neck.
Oh man.
There was a timing error on my part there. He called a move, and well, it could have ended catastrophically.
I had
Speaking of catastrophic, I keep replaying the video of crap, I can't remember his name. Not Penta.
With the arm?
Yeah, when his arm broke. I can't watch
with his arm broke.
His arm didn't just break, man. That thing's like, let's see if I can bend this way.
Here's the thing. Phoenix has come out and said there was not a break.
No, not a break.
It's just a separation, right?
Yeah. He probably separated every ligament possible.
Yeah.
Oh,
not like Sid's leg, anyways.
No.
You guys remember Sid's leg? That was a break.
Classic thunder moment.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Classic blunder moment is when Vince tried sliding in the ring and blew out both of his legs.
It blew both of his ACLs?
No, blew both of his quads.
His quads, yeah. And he's just sitting in the ring like how am I supposed to do?
What am I supposed to do?
He threw a fit.
That's typical Vince. Throws a fit.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I saw in the comment section, because I was watching, someone, I don't know who it was, commented, said that Jeff Hardy is so toxic.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy is not toxic. He was not even.
Yeah, he wasn't under the influence of anything.
He wasn't. He wanted out of his contract because, they're not doing much with him.
No, they're doing nothing with him.
So, hey, why not? Just up and boot, scoot, and boogie right out of the whole house show.
Bye.
Him, he was doing the 24-hour championship. And that's just rotten.
That's just silly.
Anybody see the comments from crap? I'm having a really bad. I'm getting a record. I'm having some memory loss stuff, but so I'm just going to use Zack Ryder because it's the only name I can think come to mind. His Facebook thing there, our Twitter account, when he said, "Man, just to think if we were WWE, we could still be chasing around the 24/7 championship right now."
Good old Matt Cardona.
Yeah,
that whole thing is a joke.
GCW, he's killing it.
Honestly. No, he's doing great. His character is phenomenal right now.
Orange Cassidy. I saw somebody say Orange Cassidy and his killer kicks. Good old pockets.
Sean likes Mr. Perfect. He says he's up there with Bret Hart. Kurt Hennig.
Perfect. Kurt Hennig, yes.
He was a natural athlete.
Not to the level
even though he
I wouldn't say at the level of Bret Hart
problems. I mean, we all know. Anyways, it's got some white. It's powdered sugar.
Yep.
It's powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar. Oh yeah.
But Kurt Hennig, he did make Bret Hart in WWF though.
I agree.
That iconic Intercontinental title win is so synonymous with Bret Hart. It's part of his whole ride, really. You know.
They fed off of each other like Stone Cold and The Rock did.
Big time.
Oh, Sean's saying Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, was the third guy that Bret Hart wrestled in the King of the Ring. That's what he was saying. I caught that wrong. My fault.
It's funny. I did see another comment that someone wants Triple H to appear in the Rumble. He's not going to.
Triple H ain't wrestling ever again. He's not.
He's done.
He's not even going to be. He's not even going to hold a creative role. He's not going to be backstage anymore. They've been saying for years that him and Steph wanted to get out. That's why none of them will take over the company. That's why Vince is doing what he's doing. He's taking their babies and smushing them because he's holding a grudge against them. And that whole, I'm glad they finally changed it in the beginning when it would flash by, then now forever. I'm glad they changed it because it's not going to last forever at the rate Vince is running it into the ground.
No.
He's devaluing it. So whenever he decides to be done with it or when he dies and it's up in the air, tossed away, that people have to rebuild it from the ground up. But I think that's the perfect way they need to do it right now, because if you're going to take someone like Finn Balor and put him into a jobber spot like they did Jeff Hardy, then you obviously shouldn't be running a company anymore, because Finn Balor's better than half the people they have in that top talent spots right now.
Well, that's why
you look at Finn Balor. You look at Finn Balor. You know, he had that little SummerSlam run once he came back from NXT. He originally wanted to go straight from the black and gold brand to NXT UK. Vince said, "No, we need you on the main roster." Look what happened.
They dipped him around.
And they're not even doing anything with it.
Yeah,
that's why guys like Ciampa.
They keep releasing. They keep releasing good people, and yet they keep pulling tools around like Selena Vega and what's her name? Carmella. The people that literally haven't wrestled more than 3 minutes in a single night. All they do is scream. All they do is scream. And half the time when they go to do a move, they like bump into each other, and you can tell they botch it almost every time. You're going to keep getting rid of good talent with that.
My thing with Carmella is that her character work is good. It's just that as soon as she starts wrestling, that all goes away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Manager.
It disappears, you know?
Manager.
That's what she was on the black and gold brand. She was a manager for Big Kaz and Enzo.
Get Corey Graves back in the ring and let her manage him.
He's got to shave.
He might be in the Rumble. He's been cleared. He might be in the Royal Rumble.
Just remember.
You never
Brock
know.
Lesnar wanted he wanted Brock Lesnar to get naked during that weigh-in. Just remember.
Yeah, he's got to shave that 80s porn mustache.
Yeah.
I tell you right now, during that weigh-in when Brock Lesnar turned and looked at him and said, "Corey, would it make you feel better if I was naked right now?" And I spit my drink everywhere.
That was about as bad as the weigh-in between Cody Rhodes and
Big Show.
Big Show?
Anthony Ogogo.
That was
I don't know why they continue to do it. Like, it's just as pointless as the contract signings. Just have them in the ring, contracts, let them beat the hell out of each other. You don't need to get a weigh-in or a contract signing. Just throw a couple kendo sticks in the ring, maybe some light bulbs, and let's call it a day.
The contract signing I like was Moxley and Omega, because it was just a stare.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
WWE's contract signings are the same thing. They throw their dumbass GMs out in the ring. And, what's going to happen?
More surprising and entertaining to me if a Kate came out and someone didn't go into it at this point. You know what I mean? It's just I'm like a lot of those tropes that they just do over and over and over again. And AEW is not completely innocent on them. Like one person brings out the table and my spot didn't work, so the other guy gets his spot on the table. Every single time there's a table. Not just in AEW, all across wrestling. It's like that unspoken rule. If you set up the table, you have to go through it. I hate that stuff, man.
Well, it was funny because at the beach break this past week on AEW, Cody, he set up that ladder for that spot that didn't happen until the end of the match.
Right.
And Guevara did that senton.
The one that didn't move.
It didn't move.
I was sitting there, and I shit y'all not. I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh God, something's gonna happen. I am puckered 9 ways from Sunday. I see Guevara come off the ladder. Nothing happens. He bounces. It looks like he's about to do a header straight into that mat.
Yeah, it looked like he did a 450 to the mat.
Yep.
While sentoning Cody Rhodes halfway.
Yeah, it would have been perfect. It would have been more perfect if someone was laying underneath on that spot.
Yeah.
It would have been the perfect botch ever.
I mean, no offense to Guevara, he's a great.
That cutter spot was incredible.
I mean, people are referring to that as the Edge Jeff Hardy moment from Mania when Edge speared Hardy off the ladder.
I wouldn't consider that. I consider Tomasa and Adam Cole at the War Games
What it made me think of,
on Cody Rhodes, guys. I'm thinking he's wrestling no contract, and where he's wrestling on a handshake, he's going for the AEW title. Like, he's not under contract. Remember how he said he wouldn't go for the title if he was under contract? And he's not under contract anymore. So I can see
he'll find the loophole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Arn probably got him the loophole or the gun, you know?
And that's one of the biggest speculations.
That's some long
that
storytelling
Cody's
too.
going to show up.
We're talking loopholes and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, right? We keep hearing and talking, and both branches are going back and forth, name dropping and talking about this forbidden door. I just want to point something out here with this forbidden door thing. AEW has done it a lot more than WWE has, but WWE has made shots like with Seth Rollins and that. Now maybe, just maybe. I know Renee Young went on to a podcast the other day and said, we're just down the road, it's driving distance, yada, yada, yada. And you want to speculate that there's a possibility. Let's put it into perspective here, though. You got Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns going head-to-head. You got the hint drops, the forbidden door, this and that. What's not to say that Moxley doesn't make an appearance just in the crowd? In the middle of this distraction. And now, you could say, sit in the back of your mind, there's that sense that hits it when you're talking about something you feel like it's there. Like, you know it's going to happen. Like the Ronda Rousey thing, that's going to happen. Just like Asuka's going to come back. I have a feeling Bayley's going to be there, but she ain't going to wrestle. She'll probably just walk out. Like, she's not cleared to wrestle. But a lot of the times when they're not cleared to wrestle, they'll still come out and do whatever. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think the Moxley thing is going to happen, but if they're going to do it, now is the perfect time with Survivor Series coming around the corner. Now would be the time to set up. And that's what I was saying. Wait, not Survivor Series. Wait.
Oh, sorry. What if you want to say hi, peeps?
So it's like, if the door's going to open, they need to do it now because they have, again, like I was saying in the comments, the amount of stuff that they can write with this. And I know they have two creative teams or everything like that, but the amount of stuff that they could come up with this AEW WWE feud thing, it could be.
Could you imagine?
Done so much better because they already had a dry run with WCW WWE, and they know they flopped that really fast because they did the whole boom, boom, bam, done, gone. They can make this roll. They can roll with this. This can be something massive.
It's the one thing that AEW versus WWE has never done that WCW versus WWE kind of went to right away is that they've never really gone head to head, like a little bit with NXT versus AEW a little bit, but it's the third brand. Nobody really saw it as completely head to head. You know what I mean?
TNA tried. TNA tried the shit out of it.
If you ask me.
Frugal Farmer in the house. What's going on, buddy?
If you look at that forbidden door thing, and if you believe what Big Daddy Dave Meltzer says or Sean Ross Sapp over at Fightful Select, both of them have corroborated evidence to prove that AEW and that forbidden door to the Rumble isn't going to happen because Vince doesn't want anybody from AEW in or even around the company. He hasn't reached out to any of those people at AEW. He's interested in Wardlow.
Of course he would be.
Because he's a big guy.
Yeah, and you want to know what his headliner for
the Crowns, the numbers are for the Royal Rumble's tomorrow night, so the numbers
you want to know what the headline for the WrestleMania would be if they signed him? Omos versus him, and it would be the most disgusting match you'd ever seen in your entire life.
Well, Omos can't wrestle his way out of a wet paper bag.
Yeah.
He's like Great Khali. He can't move. All he does is yell and throw his arms up.
Well, I'm sorry for Ronda Rousey fans, but I can say the same thing for Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
She can't wrestle her way out of a wet paper bag.
She was just a big name that drew. That's all.
She was good as the initial, but she needs to work on more than just arm flipping people and put them in arm bars.
Yeah.
Because no offense, I fell asleep during Ronda's last few matches that she had before she
the first few
went
was
on hiatus.
She turned
into a gimmick.
She had the same issue that a lot of sports, like when they come from being an athlete to being a wrestler really quickly, is they're so used to being focused.
Yeah.
When they start to, you can see that
at times when you know that they're contemplating stuff, it just goes. She just goes blank. She loses all character. It's the same thing as a lot of, you know what I mean? And then the moment comes where it's time to be passionate. Now you're passionate again. But once it's time to wrestle again, now you lose that again, you know?
And that's why everybody started booing her.
That's one thing I never really got down as a wrestler, you know, is like keep staying focused, staying in the moment all the time, you know? It's up there. It's a difficult thing, you know, and
the other big rumor mill with the Forbidden Door is one of New Japan's wrestlers.
Yep.
Will Ospreay.
Oh right, yeah, Ospreay.
Yeah, that's a
USA, isn't it? Or is that what it's called?
New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, what's their? Don't they have an American brand now too?
They have the dojo in California.
Yeah, the California
they have NJPW Straw.
That's where I'm thinking somebody might be coming from.
It's tough because they do have a working relationship.
With everything going on with the flights and everything, and trying to get people over here, and right. So that's where people are thinking that they're going to come from the California dojo, right?
And Wrestle Kingdom's around the corner.
Yeah,
you know, so
Spitfire, he made a pretty decent point here, talking about AEW needs to grow their own stars and quit signing former WWE stars. Now, with the problem,
I don't agree at all. I don't agree at all.
I don't agree with that either.
Because every champion in AEW is an original.
Yeah. Now, it's good that the Jurassic Express has gotten the titles. Thank goodness. Okay.
I agree.
They finally, they don't have them on the Young Bucks. That Elite.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the Young Bucks.
Well, I don't either.
I don't think they're the greatest tag team in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just think that's their gimmick.
Yeah.
You know?
Sorry. I mean, the whole Click Elite thing, it all in a way centers around them. I understand they all formed and started the company, but there again, you've got more stars that you're bringing from the indie circuits, and you've got talent there as well that is on Dark and Elevation and whatever Joe Blow's AEW show. You've got stars that you can rely on, that you can make champions.
Mm-hmm.
Their TBS women's champion.
Which is a great idea. I love the idea of a second women's singles title.
Yeah, I agree with that. But on Jade Cargill, of all people, she's too tall. She's lanky.
Lex Luger.
I don't know. I love Jade. I think
Luger was a snore.
I know, but that's what they're going for. They're going for a Luger-style female wrestler.
As rough around the edges as she is, she hasn't necessarily had a bad match. You know what I mean? She hasn't had a great match.
I'm glad to with her.
They have so many other people that they could put that title around. They have so many other people that you have Ruby Soho, you have the Bunny, you have I'm drawing Red Velvet. Like there's so many other people in that brand that are just that much better than she is. I'm sorry.
I think no, it's true. It's just that
I think they never should have gave that to her.
Jade is the most. If she doesn't get a whole lot better, she's the most impressive she'll be now.
She's gonna fizzle out.
Because eventually you'll get used to how big she is. Eventually the storylines will play themselves to a place where other wrestlers will have to get used to figure out a way to beat her.
Like Christ, they have Thunder Rosa, and it's like they're putting her off to the side for people like Jade. It's stupid.
I think now that's just my opinion, but I think they're saving her for the Britt Baker rematch. Yeah, you got to remember they haven't really talked about the fact that Britt Baker's brought up the unsanctioned match like 3 times. Nobody's mentioned that she lost that match.
I mean, I know Britt Baker is the most over thing in AEW in the women's division. But for crying out loud, go ahead and let her lose that title. Mm-hmm. Make it literally mean something and not just carried around like a souvenir.
Yeah. Jade, I think, is okay with the title, but Britt, I think, her time has come. I think she's.
I'm glad that they dropped her two little people that she brings around the ring with her. That was getting
Jamie Hayter
going nowhere with it. And then they teased Hayter turning on her like a bunch of times.
That would be
now
great.
They're doing it with Wardlow and MJF. So it's like, you know.
I'm gonna say this now, and this may be an unpopular decision. MJF is the greatest heel of all time.
How incredible is it that he's like 23?
It's insanity. I respect
when I was 23, I was wrestling, but I was still like goofing around in wrestling. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm going to say this because I read what Miz said about him the other day, and I respect Miz like tenfold because he's a really good heel. But MJF just does circles around anybody that has ever been a heel. Even Jericho.
If you talk shit about the Miz, what do you think of Roddy Piper? Because besides the reality TV thing, Roddy Piper was good, and he was a good heel, but he wasn't the best at the time. He didn't have the most technical matches. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of the stuff you say about Miz, you could have said about Roddy Piper, but everybody loved Piper back in the day.
All I have to say is even if MJF was terrible in the ring, he'd still be the greatest heel because his mic skills are just next level.
I love that he brings that stuff to appearances, to signings, to Twitter.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Character, right? Like he keeps it.
When he went after Pillman and his family, wow.
Oh, yeah.
That was just like, I want to know who gave the green light on that because that was just insanity.
If anybody, they have to hold on to, because they could lose a Wardlow, they could lose Brian Cage, you know what I mean? But they can't lose MJF. MJF is just like, he's on another level.
To me, Brian Cage is overrated. He's just.
I think he was easy muscle in the early days when they needed more bigger guys. You know, and now he kind of, like, he's not bad. It's just that he hasn't gotten any better. And a lot of guys have gotten much better than they were.
Spitfire said Chris Statlander. That was one of the girls I was trying to think of.
Statlander
is very good, too.
Good and getting better all the time.
I disagree with the CM Punk is overrated thing. I think in his prime, CM Punk was really good. He was really good on the mic. He brought it to the stage. Right now, he's doing his part. He's doing his thing. They're letting him have his run, but I guarantee within the next year he's going to be just getting people over. That's it. That's where Punk is at in his career.
I feel like CM Punk wants you to get sick of him on purpose. You know what I mean? Like,
because there's going to be a heel turn and a faction right around the corner.
I agree. I totally agree with that. CM Punk, yes, he's over on that mic. He drops them proverbial pipe bombs. You know, I've followed Punk since the IWA days, and even into Ring of Honor. You know, Punk has always been good on the mic. He's got lead in his ass. He's always had a lead ass, and it's apparent in his in-ring style. But he is also very savvy, minus his MMA stuff. We're not gonna go on that subject.
What MMA stuff? You mean when he got punched in the face 50 times?
Didn't happen. Didn't happen.
Yeah, and his face looked all like probably looked like Tony Schiavone's ass.
I say points for trying something different. If anybody I would say anything to about that whole situation, it's not CM Punk, it's UFC for putting him in a main event match on his first match. Like,
I agree.
I get it, star power, but how many guys did they have that could have been in that spot? You know what I mean? That have worked their ass off for years.
And then of course
it's stuff like that, man.
And of course letting them still use the personality.
DeCoconut said MJF could never hold the Rock's jockstrap.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
That's fighting words. That's fighting words.
The Rock was entertaining as hell.
I said MJF
was entertaining as hell. I think The Rock was entertaining, but I think he was probably the least gifted top guy they ever had.
I agree.
He was not a bad wrestler, but he was probably the worst top guy they ever had.
And let's not go on his movie career.
Even Kevin Nash had his role. He had his storytelling. He had the ways that he would, have his ring psychology. But The Rock was, it was up to who he was wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I said that MJF was the best heel of all time. I never said he was the best on the mic. He's really, really good. Like, he's crazy good now, but
best heel of all MJF, best heel of all time?
All time.
Ooh,
easily.
Latin words, sir.
No, I think he easily the best.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say because
you get Ric Flair in his prime, NWA. Yeah, he would stomp MJF.
Yeah.
Flair is easy to say because he had good matches with everybody. He made tons of money, was always on top, did face
But just
and
remember,
heel.
again, MJF is only 23 years old.
He's only 23.
He's only 23 and he's this good now.
Ric Flair hadn't even broken his back yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You ever see pictures of Ric Flair before he broke his back? It's crazy because he's like Dick the Bruiser. You know what I mean? Like a typical wrestler,
Here you go. Another good one on the mic. Greatest heel, I have to say. And he put it in such a delicate term because he talked so softly because he got over because you don't have to yell to get your words over. And that would be Jake Roberts.
Jake Roberts is up there.
Okay.
One person I would say that is the opposite in that not a great heel, but a great face and a good wrestler. Probably better wrestler, if this makes any sense, outside of the ring than in the ring is Dusty Rhodes. Because Dusty Rhodes is one of the best faces there ever was.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't call him one of the best wrestlers there ever was.
No.
But I think he could make the best wrestler that there ever was. I think he could train the best wrestler ever was,
Yeah.
That's right. He could train everybody like grease lightning. I tell you that right now, Daddy. He can do the best he can do.
Give me the second to just explain it, if you will.
Explain it, if you will.
Have you seen Sweet Sapphire?
That's right. Sweet Sapphire is right next to me, and Vince McMahon wanted to put polka dots on me because he feel that it would make me look bad. I tell you what, I'd put them polka dots on, and I just danced. Oh, so sweet.
That was a good.
Oh my God! Do you remember when Sweet Sapphire turned on Dusty Rhodes, and he's back going crazy about where's Sweet Sapphire? Where's Sweet Sapphire? I can't find her anywhere. And he sees Jim Duggan, and he's like, Jim, where's Sweet Sapphire? And he goes, I don't know, still looking for her. And then he like walks the wrong way, and then whoop, and turns around and goes back the other way.
Jim Duggan, my good buddy.
Jim Duggan.
Have you met him?
I've wrestled him.
Wow, that's cool.
Jim Duggan does a lot of good stuff. Yeah,
I've wrestled him. I wrestled him in front of 101 people.
Why don't you give us a little bit of your
in Ocala, Florida?
Why don't you give us a little bit of your background there, Chris?
Oh God,
coming up, like just where you wrestled at, where you were home based.
Well, I mean, predominantly got started in Ocala, Florida. Ventured all around Florida. I was trained by two proteges of the Funking Conservatory, which is Dory Funk's. Dory Funk Jr.'s Funking Conservatory. One of them,
Florida, and my line went to the Funking Conservatory.
One of them, Adam Windsor, and of course, a little bit by Dory himself.
Cool.
Of course, a former Hart Family Dungeon alumni, Neil Faith, big 6'6" guy, phenomenal. Was trained a little bit by him.
Oh wow!
Just went through Independence in Florida, NWA Mid-South. Held their tag team titles twice.
Wow!
Went to Tucson, Arizona for High Impact Wrestling, and kind of bopped around there for a little while. Been through North Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, and because I'm currently in Tennessee. But so I mean, I've wrestled and met quite a large majority. Scotty Riggs, one of the American males.
Oh, nice.
We're not going to go on Marcus Bagwell. Anyways,
isn't he a gigolo now?
Oh,
what's up? Welcome back, Strange and Trippy.
Mr. Bagwell.
Bagwell.
He's a man whore.
Man
whore that can't stay off of this.
Mm-hmm.
And Vince didn't want anything.
Poor
to
fella
do
now
with
that
him
I see like new pictures of him and like video of him, like like he's nothing like he used to be. Like he's all swollen and everything from all the alcohol abuse.
He was at WrestleCade.
Oh shit!
The year 2 years back, and he had just gotten into a car accident.
Oh shit!
He was there hobbling around, and he did the Just for Men to get himself looking. So he pulled the Holland Nash and just fermented it.
Wow.
I retired in 2010 due to over 8 counts of post-concussion.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's no joke.
No, it's no joke because wrestling took its toll on me over the years because I slowly got into hardcore ultra-violent wrestling.
See, I went the other way. I started with the hardcore stuff and kind of tapered off, but it was too late. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I went the opposite way.
See, you guys have the memory loss from all the damage and everything like that. I have it from like the military for mine. I have my PTSD, right? So.
Oh wow.
I never even thought about that. Yeah.
So it's kind of the same thing, right? Like we all have like the.
Thank you for your service, brother.
Oh, no problem.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. The CTE, that's serious things. The chronic traumatic endo.
Oh yeah.
Encephalopathy.
Yep.
I've contacted the Sports Legacy Institute, talked to Chris Nowinski, because when the early signs when I was starting to get the headaches and the memory issues and everything,
it's hard. It's so hard to describe those memory issues too, because it's like people think, oh, you forget stuff. It's like, no, I go, hey, Danny, my girlfriend, do you want to? Shit, what was it?
Yeah.
Like mid sentence, You're like, where did it go? And it's just gone.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I wake up in the mornings. I can hardly crawl out of the bed. I'm 34 years old. I started when I was 16.
Same.
Of course, backyard wrestling, but nothing severe.
Yeah.
Just mimicking what we saw on screen.
When I was 16 in wrestling, it was in a ring, but the guy didn't really know how to wrestle. He had never really been trained. The ring wasn't regulation, didn't have any springs in it. It was built like a porch with like joist hooks and 2x8.
Shit.
Yeah.
And then he built it too close together on purpose so that it would peter up a bit and then just slap against the metal frame and kill all our knees, basically.
Yeah. I mean, my career has been full of ups and downs, but a lot of the people that
I'm
I've
lucky
met,
enough to still.
Go ahead. I thought he was talking.
Sorry, I kind of missed things there. It went a little.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
No, it's okay. You're lucky enough to
No,
what?
it's okay. I just heard.
Yeah, you were lucky enough to what?
It was just going. Where were we?
Your ring.
I'm lucky enough to be in the ear of some younger guys because my buddy's got a school nearby.
Yeah.
See, look at that. I can't even remember my train of thought. Yeah, so wrestling and stuff.
It happens.
I mean, I don't take away anything that I ever did in wrestling. The people
I used
that
to
I've
run my
met
head into the ring post.
phenomenal. Sorry.
Right.
I mean, I've met a lot of big names.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And just the time on the road. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like getting into the car when you know you're going to be there for a long time, and then the next time you get out of the car, you're going to wrestle. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, the ribs. No, that's funny. Backstage ribs or in-card ribs. Those are all cringeworthy. But they're all fun. You know, I've met.
Sorry, I got frozen there.
Jason from late for work wants a hand check.
Sometimes,
hand check, please. Hand check.
That's weird. Now everybody's talking really deep.
Wait a minute. I can talk really, really deep. That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay.
Okay.
He's
fixing his mic.
It was such an honor to meet a lot of the legends, whether it be the independent circuit or bigger names. And Hacksaw Jim Duggan by far was the weirdest guy that backstage.
He was the weirdest.
He was weird because you wouldn't think a grown man. He's wearing these big, gnarly, old school glasses.
About 2 inches thick, too, right?
Yeah, and he's backstage, and I don't know what came over him, but he was talking about SpongeBob, the Powerpuff Girls. I mean, he just weird off the wall stuff, and we're all cracking up.
They took way too many hits.
Yeah, well.
I way too many heads. Was it drugs he was on or drugs he needed to be on?
I hear everybody like they're talking through a groan tube.
That is right. I'm sorry.
Luke, I am your father.
I am your father.
Oh no, I'm not your father.
But
oh my god,
being in the match with Hacksaw Jim Duggan was hilarious because he'd be like, "Come here, young man, I'm gonna put you in this. I'm gonna do this. Come here, young man." And I had a ballet, and it's like, "Come here, sweetheart. Come here, hey." He would purposely crack jokes in the middle of the ring to make me break character.
Jerk.
And it was just like, what? And then he's got his finishing move, which is the 3-point stance into the clothesline.
Yeah.
And he wanted me to do like a 380 flip out of that. And I'm like, what?
What?
I'm like 200-something pounds, and I've got more lead in my ass than CM Punk, but CM Punk can flip. And, I'm sorry. I don't take
Can't do it.
Can't do it. So I land like a bag of rocks. And
bag of bricks.
He's just sitting there. He pinned me. He's like, nice, man. Nice. I'm like,
wow.
Well, thank you. I gave him the proverbial squeeze after when he's pinned me. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I didn't want to give him the proverbial method that they do in a lot in WWE, and that's 2 fingers and towards the old coin purse back there and
right in the sphincter.
Right in the sphincter. Sphincter. I already had enough.
That's crazy.
But I mean, people that want to get into wrestling, I would always say, hey, if you love it, do it, but do it safely. Do it through a school.
Yeah.
And make sure you're getting trained by top-notch professionals that have been in the business.
My buddy Kevin works with Backbreakers, and I think it's Scranton. Backbreakers in Scranton, PA. Yeah. His ring name is Rex Taylor.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, he's doing promos and everything. I was watching his promo earlier. He did a posting for it. I worked with him at. The funny thing is, I worked with him at Sears. We used to call him my dad started calling him Cuddle Buddy. We always threatened to go to live events and throw stuffed bunnies into the ring at him. And he pretty much if he ever showed up at
I'll
an
be
event.
right back.
I've never had anything like that ever happen to me.
Yeah.
I've had people throw weird objects in the ring. I mean, I've had someone toss a very phallic-looking object into the ring. I don't know why. It's just like
well, they do it during NFL games too. So
I was like,
what do you want me to do with that?
I'm like, before I land on that, ref, get it out of the way. Because I don't know if it was used or not. Ew.
Oh, there you go. Coconut's got a question for you. Can a 38-year-old chum still get trained in this day and age? I'd love to have just one gnarly hardcore match before I kick the bucket.
I'm going to tell you something, Coconut.
You don't got enough insurance.
Insurance ain't going to pay for the abuse that your nugget and body are going to take.
You'll have no issue finding one of those matches. They'd be more than happy. A small promoter would be more than happy to say, "Yeah, come on, we'll give you a hardcore match." If they do anything, you're just going to get beat up. That's all.
Yeah.
Mass
I would
transit
say,
incident.
As long as you go to
ECW.
a legit place to teach you to bump properly, do it.
Well, I mean, you want a hardcore match, you know, all you got to do is Google mass transit incident ECW.
Oh, yeah.
I just watched
we
that
let
today.
someone else gig for him, which you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Especially when you're brand new.
His old man signed for him and let him in. He was 17 years old.
God
I love
rest
how
his
they're all
soul,
like,
Jerome
"Oh, he
Young,
lied
you
about
know.
his age." It's like,
Yeah.
dude, you still bloodied the guy in.
Yeah.
Well, God rest
Rarely
Jerome
killed him.
Young's, soul, New Jack. He asked. He's like, because the mass transit, he's like, I want to get color. Okay. He's like, but I don't know how to do it. He's like, okay, well, I can give you color.
Yeah.
How small do you want it? You want this small? You want this small? He's like, just make me get color. Okay. So he pulls out a big old X-Acto knife about yay big and.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I've got a little bit of the.
You got
a little bit of the railroad.
14 staples in his head from a
I
chair.
got 5 staples.
I know nobody
you can't
wants to
really
see my
see the bar
forehead,
anymore, but right there.
Let's see if I can. I've got a few right in here.
I probably would have been better off going into wrestling. I probably would have got hurt a lot less.
Well, I've been in the realm of fluorescent light tubes.
Yeah. That'll do.
I've got here. I've got one on my arm. I've got a huge scar on the side of my stomach.
Yeah, and you don't get all that glass out. That stays in. Like, a lot of that stays in you. You see it in Nick Cardona. Like, you can see it all in his, all in his back and everything, and his shoulders, right?
I've had my eyebrows singed off from fire. Nothing too severe, but
Glass is where they got me. Glass is where I went, okay, now I might not want to do the hardcore stuff anymore because they.
Thumbtacks always makes me cringe.
I've been watching a lot of Japanese, hypodermic needles and everything, like a hypodermic needle match. Like, hello, that's like crazy. They're jabbing.
Are you serious?
That's where I call the line. The hypodermic needles and stuff like that is where I call the line.
Japanese go crazy for that stuff, right?
Do you remember Rick Blade from back in the day? Rick Blade used to tie the light bulb to the golf club and then whack the guy with the light bulb. And I saw that and I went, okay, no way. There's no way I'm going to let that happen,
See, I'm 40 years old. Like, I grew up with Stampede Wrestling and all that, right? So I grew up, that's the kind of wrestling that came around our towns in Canada, right? So,
good old
Stampede. Then I grew up through all the ECW stuff and FMW and, right, FMW, all that stuff, right?
What was the XPW? Oh, my God, which was just insane.
Yeah.
You ever get near WXW down there in California?
Yeah,
I like the stuff that they do.
different. You know what I mean? They'll give guys weird gimmicks just because. I love that shit. I remember I did it.
I've been on one ZZW show.
ZZW, yeah.
Oh.
I've been on ZZW. I had, luckily, I mean, it didn't get too severe, but I bled buckets. I don't remember too much from that. All I remember is, okay, I go through a plate glass window, and
the chat
explosion goes off. I'm bleeding buckets, and I get took to the back. That's all I remember.
I saw a guy get hit with.
Because I'm the host.
I don't remember what it was.
Oh,
But it
so
had
the
some sort
different.
of metal string hanging off of it, and the guy got hit across the back, and that string flung and whipped and went across his back, and like the biggest laceration I had ever seen across his back from some random steel rod.
Wow.
Thing,
I was watching that Dark Side of the Ring about the death matches and stuff. Man, that was hard to watch.
Oh yeah, that whole series is awesome.
FCW was the main training facility, one of the main training facilities for WWE in the day. That's what NXT came off of, is Florida Championship Wrestling, and they had Florida Championship Wrestling, Deep South Wrestling, and Ohio Valley Wrestling. Of course, it was Ohio Valley Wrestling was a whole lot better when Jim Cornette had it and ran it.
Jim Cornette's awesome.
Corny is phenomenal.
He's hilarious.
I hate how people say he's not in touch with wrestling.
Yeah, yeah.
Is a total bullshit thing to say. Jim Cornette.
He has
a set in the house.
Museum in his house.
There are things that he attaches himself to in wrestling that some would say have gone out of style, you know what I mean? But it's just the way he likes his wrestling, man.
Yeah.
I've always believed in the three-ring circus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's got to be a little bit for everybody. You know what I mean? You got to
Yeah.
guys. You know, like back in the 60s, there were people that liked a good old-fashioned Donnybrook. You know what I mean? Like, Rooster Brody was throwing chairs and tearing up fans, in the 70s. You know what I mean?
Good old Bruiser Brody. God rest his soul. The circumstances that he ended up passing away.
He actually got stabbed on a live show.
No,
that was legit, real deal.
Right after
backstage.
It was right after the show in Puerto Rico. He got
and everybody
stabbed.
was in the backyard back still.
And of course, Tony Atlas claims he had nothing to do with it. I don't believe Tony Atlas and his foot fetish to throw a stick at him. Because Tony Atlas has the biggest foot fetish known to man.
Gross.
And he made it known in the locker room in WWE when he came for a Hall of Fame appearance or something. He's asked for photos of feet.
Yeah.
Even Tammy Cinch has turned him down, and we all know what Tammy Cinch is capable of. Yeah, Dolph Ziggler. Anyways, look where his career has gone. He's a great piece of talent. Look what his career's done.
I think his brother is doing a lot better than him, and he's working on Dark. Right? So.
If he didn't do the same 4 spots in all his matches, you know what I mean? Like he's always going to try for the zigzag, but fall back because the guy held the ropes. He's always going to get that catapult, the monkey flip into the corner, and then he jumps up and hits, and what moves doing the same moves all the time, even Brett gets criticism for that because he had the 5 moves of doom.
He had the set.
Yeah. And Ric Flair famously got pissed off at that he wouldn't change up his 5 moves of doom on him.
Yeah.
Jim Cornette, I'm reading one from Spitfire. Jim Cornette does like talking about Orange Cassidy, Marco Stunt, Jungle Boy, and Sonny Kiss. Now, I'm not a Orange Cassidy fan. I agree with Cornette, that's pockets. That he's good. Yeah. He's over. That's good. But the whole thing in pocket.
I know people that actually fight like that. So hey, I don't know. It doesn't.
When you can do a kip up in the middle of the ring with your hands in your pockets, that's talent. But
I don't know. It's entertaining. It works. You know what I mean? It never doesn't make any sense. You know, it's never stupid. You know what I mean? It's always silly, but it's never like completely dumb. It doesn't take you out of it. You know, there's a line that like the line for me is different than Cornette's line because he doesn't want anybody doing anything that's not the most macho fucking.
Well, yeah.
And me, like, I'm like a pretty tough guy, and I'm not like that at all. So, like, I can know just from myself and my own experiences that you don't need to be a macho guy in order to be tough. No. You know what I mean? Yeah. And some of the toughest guys I know are the smallest guys I know.
Yeah. I mean, he has praised Jungle
Spike
Boy.
Dudley.
Yeah, Spike Dudley.
Mr.
Spike matches, you know.
Yes.
I watched the top 10 biggest bumps he's ever taken the other day. Damn it, man.
I'll always say it's you can get prepared for a fall off a ladder. A table will even help the fall. When he gets he goes for the I don't remember the acid drop. He would go for the acid drop and then get tossed over the top to the outside and bump playing on the ground. That's when I was like, okay, hats off.
They were showing the number one bump he took was when I think it was La Resistance or whatever was trying to throw him out of the ring and his feet caught the rope going out.
Oh,
and the table, and he missed completely, hit his head off the edge of the table and hit the ground.
Yep.
Oh shit.
I saw a guy that was named Sexy Eddie. He was on the top rope.
Sexy Eddie.
And you remember Sexy Eddie, Chris? And he took
I remember Sexy Eddie.
Up Enziguri and fell to the side and smacked his head on the ring post and went puh, 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 3 teeth. And that's when I was like, oh.
Yep. I've bumped on concrete numerous times. That's one way that they can teach you in wrestling to bump on that concrete.
Way to bump.
That gets your back ready for wrestling rings because some of them are not the greatest to bump in.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, I've been in rings. I've seen rings that are so bad that we wrestled the whole match on the outside just because we didn't want to go in the ring.
Some of them are nothing but boxing rings, and boxing rings are horrible.
Someone else that was really good at taking bumps. That's James Ellsworth. He takes bumps, man. He's tiny.
Ellsworth.
No chin music, man.
No chin music.
The best is being in the third match or the second match even, and you watch the first match run the ropes, and they hit the board, and the board comes up on the other side, and you're like, so you want to brawl on the outside?
I mean, because I've taken bumps on concrete, and I've lost a couple of teeth due to that.
Oh.
But nothing compares to when there's a loose board in the middle of the ring, and you're doing a top rope lithium leg drop, and you're getting all this air, and you're getting all this momentum, and your ass discovers a loose board.
Uh-oh.
Next thing you know, you're in a fetal position. Gasping for air because you got the wind blown out of you. Yeah. But then you realize, oh shit, I can't walk because I just broke my tailbone.
Yeah.
I've broken my tailbone.
I did. I broke my tailbone.
Sucks. I mean, I've broken both of my shins. I've got 2 blown out knees. I've got a messed up lower back. I've got a left hip that's messed up. I'm blind now in my right eye.
Oh wow!
And it's a lot of it is due to wrestling, but I will not take back anything that I ever done because I put asses in seats. I drew money.
Hell yeah!
Some days.
Hey, you did what you loved. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
You got paid to do it.
Exactly.
You know.
And I've got a lot of friends in the business.
Hey, I went on road trips up to Sault Ste. Marie, way up north, like I don't know, a long ways away, like 16 hours. And like the show was the drizzling shits. You know what I mean? Like I told them I didn't want to do a hardcore or anything. All excited that I get out of the car. We're gonna do hardcore. We're gonna do tables today.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we were gonna, you know what I mean? But the trip was so much fun. The match was so much fun. You know what I mean? That's the same thing. I wouldn't take it back. Fuck, I don't care. You know, it was a good time. We stayed at my buddy's cabin on the way there.
There's only one show that I would take back, and that was because I only made like $15 for it. And this was at a bar in podunk middle of Gainesville, Florida, and a bar, the biker bar type deal. And we set this ring up in the middle. We had our entrance on their little stage, if you want to call it that. Somebody didn't remove one of the long neck tables in the middle of the room, so we had to shift around that when we're coming out. But also, we had to keep a lot of the drunks out of the ring.
Yeah.
And that, in a nutshell, trying to work a match when you have close to 3 to 4 people trying to dog in that ring thinking they're all big and tough, but when they cross those ropes, it's not going to be pretty because somebody's going to get laid on their ass.
It's true. I didn't even mean to. We were doing a battle royal, and there was just this. I didn't know until the tape, but a guy who was a friend of a wrestler. I don't know if he was a little slow, but he jumped in the ring during the battle royal. Like he never had an entrance or anything. It wasn't planned. I didn't know. So I just saw this guy jump into the ring. I was handing out headbutts, so I went wham! dropped like a
Get
stone.
on you.
And they were like, "Oh man, you took out that guy that jumped into the ring," and I was like, "Did I?"
I thought he was a wrestler.
And
I just saw people coming towards me, and I headbutt them all.
Working on your second concussion for the night, and they're trying to tuck one someone.
Concussions, you never look for them; they find you. Concussions always find you in the most opportune times.
I thought I had a decent enough headbutt. I don't know how deadly it looked, but I got good at you have to swing your head and then push forward a little, and they bump off the push forward. You know, kind of like the foot is the same way. I could never do it with a foot, where you kick and then kind of push a little bit at the end, and that's where the contact comes in. But I'd always just kick people in the head, so I stopped doing it. And then I got kicked into the head. And then I got kicked in the head and went, okay, no more kicks.
Yeah.
The last match that I had, we had a street sign that I had actually got. I'm not going to tell you how I got it, but still. And this is a thick, I mean thick street sign. I get domed in the head by it, and it only bends about so much. I get domed, lights out. I know I have to bleed. Well, my thoughts are never there. Well, I'm in the middle of the ring and whoops, in front of everybody. Well, let's give the secret away. Whoop. And I have 2 veterans in the back after I get through with the match, like, did you do that? Why did you do that in the middle of the ring? What I do? What in the middle of the ring? Like what? But despite my wrestling career, which could have never happened if I wouldn't have got okayed by my doctors to do it, because when I was born premature. I have what is called hydrocephalus, which is swelling of the lining of the brain.
Oh, shit.
On the ventricles of the brain. And I have a device in the back of my head to keep fluid off of the ventricles.
A shunt.
Yes. And if I was to take any blows to that said part, lights out, I'm gone.
Yeah, you're finished.
But
so how'd you do it? How'd you
wrestling.
protect yourself?
Well, it's the knowledge that was bestowed upon me by people that have been in the business for many years, learning how to hone my craft to protect myself from taking shots where I don't need them to be blown or dealt to.
That's like Sting and like Sting does the same thing, and so does Edge. They all learned how to deal with that, right? They had to work around their injury, right?
That's why blow-up drills are so important. Because it teaches you how to wrestle and be in the ring and be alert when you're like gassed and not necessarily enough air is making it into your brain, you know.
Yeah.
There's a question for you guys. These you talk about Sting and Edge and that, and do you think, and like the opinion can go either way, but do you think those guys coming back like now and trying to have a run, do you think that's, I mean, while it's cool to see them, it is.
Nostalgia.
I marked a little bit there when Edge came out in the Rumble, but do you think that it's tarnishing what they did in their prime, or do you think that, like, do you think it's like at this point, if Undertaker came back and did a match, I think it would hurt.
I think it depends.
You know what I mean?
Because
as good as he was or is,
the match was not good.
Goldberg.
Exactly. It depends, man. Because Goldberg coming back, that didn't look good on him. That definitely tarnished.
No, absolutely.
His career was tarnished. Excuse me, when WCW folded and he came into WWE.
His career took a big hit, and now it was a big moment on Nitro. But his career took a big hit when he beat Hogan on Nitro and not on PPV.
No. Yeah, that was crazy. I couldn't believe they did that.
I thought you were going to say the taser.
His career took a big hit when he sabot kicked Bret Hart.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's
he got a bad name for that.
His career took a big hit. Goldberg is one of those nostalgia grabs that Vince wants to grab a hold of, just like Lesnar, just like Taker, and all the others. It's just money.
Yeah.
Laura Lee in the house. Hi, Laura. Thanks for stopping by, girl.
But do I think with Sting, Edge, even Angle, is it wise? I think it tarnishes their career. Sting, he might think he has some.
I've enjoyed everything that Sting has done in AEW.
He had a great match this week.
I think he's had great matches.
I mean, he might feel that he is on a good run, but his ring activity is very limited.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Laura.
And it shows, and it suffers, but you're also making light with Darby because it's getting Darby over because you've got Sting in your corner.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what they're doing is he doesn't wrestle all the time. You know what I mean? And like he's not the working guy in the match. It's always Darby taking all the bumps.
Yeah.
But he does his dives. He does all his spots. You know what I mean? He doesn't pull the match down. Yeah. And that's why I say it's okay. It's the same for me with Jericho. As long as he's not pulling people down, like this whole thing with Eddie Kingston, I think it's hot. I think it's going to be good.
I agree.
But they have to do what they're doing, and let it happen every now and then. You know what I mean? Once you start seeing Jericho wrestle every week, twice a week, then you're going to start seeing,
Well, I don't think that'll happen because Jericho with Fozzy,
that's supposed to be 4.
Doing so much with Fozzy, Jericho doing so much with Fozzy, doing touring and stuff like that. I don't think he's going to wrestle as much.
No, that's what's best, really.
Yeah.
The commentary.
Stick to commentary. If anything, as far as WWE guys going to AEW that haven't petered out, I'd say Big Show and Mark Henry. Because I'm not very impressed with either of their commentary. Mark Henry does okay on Rampage, his little, now it's time for the main event.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. Let him do his little interview spot.
To Mark Henry, he said he wants to get back in the ring, but of course his body is not capable.
No.
He's got injuries, but he wants to doctor all those up. We've only seen Paul White in the ring, what, twice?
Yeah.
And
he had, I think, a couple handicap matches on Dark.
I think his size isn't a factor in this. It's his hip that's the factor. He had that hip replaced.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about here? Big Show?
Yes.
Big Show?
Yeah. He had that hip replaced before he left WWE. His last run, back in WWE, he came in with that hip replacement. But there
we
again,
lost Chris.
you could see it was bothering him. And for him just to go a couple of commentary sticks on Elevation,
yeah,
well and good. His mic skills are not that impressive, but there again, he's in that
group of people that came over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
you look at it you look at AEW as in parts of WCW. There's parts of many different wrestling factions, right? I see, because they're bringing in Tully, they're bringing in Arn, they're bringing in all those people that are getting pushed away now from WWE.
Yeah,
because they're getting ready to sell it, right?
Yeah,
because they don't want those guys there anymore.
Well, WWE just signed a multi-year deal in Indonesia with the Disney Network.
Yeah,
I
just saw that
for WWE Network to be put over the Disney Plus.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
And
that's going to Disney.
I'm sorry to hate to say this. WWE, I say, give it maybe 3-4 more years, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Book closed. They're done.
Well, that's why Tony Khan is in there now, right? That he's in there to cut budgets or to lessen budgets, and he's cutting all these wrestlers to for the upcoming sale, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't want to have all these extra employees and everything. They don't.
The fact that he came out the other day saying, "Oh no, we're not being sold. We've gotten offers for this and that," but you wouldn't come out and say that you've been getting offers if you weren't looking for more offers. You know what I mean?
A big funny Big Show story, or the Giant as he was known in WCW. I went to a taping of Nitro that was here in town many moons back, and he was coming down the ramp, and I was sitting just above the ramp. And I have this.
I don't know where he went, Sean.
I have this cup of ice cream, and I get animated. I was real animated because I was into it. I was like, yeah. And I knocked over this cup of ice cream. It fell on the ramp. He's walking his big butt down the ramp. Next thing I know, he just slides. And everybody went dead silent, and you could hear him say, "Oh, shit."
Oh, man.
And that's when I called him the big doofus.
Hogan, I think you're mistaken. I don't think the Big Show was the Yeti.
No.
That was someone else, because he bear hugged Hogan, I think, with the Yeti.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The bear hug heard around the world. The Yeti.
Tony Schiavone said he called him the Yeti because they weren't going to take it seriously, so neither was he.
It's Sting. Sorry, Tony Schiavone. One of the greatest commentators
Tony Schiavone. Yeah.
I love Schiavone.
It's still surreal to hear Schiavone and JR work together again.
Yeah, I haven't heard him since WCW. I mean, it was cool because I was small, and I met Steamboat, I met Shivani. Barry Windham. I met a few of them.
That's cool.
Backstage at WCW Halloween Havoc. I think it was 94 that was here in town.
Oh, shit.
And
Coal miner's glove.
Mick Foley was there. Cactus Jack. I've met him twice. Greatest guy you can meet. But, you know, it's funny because I think back because you see WWE and they brought back Starrcade for that 1 month deal. And they had Shivani doing the opening hype skip for it. Oh my God. They freaking misused Tony Schiavone of all freaking people.
They misused
Oh, shit. They misused a lot of people. Ron Rice was the Yeti.
Bobby Heenan talk about WCW. He said on day one he gave somebody an idea, and they said, and the boss came to him and said, "You're not here for that. You're not here to do that. Just keep your mouth shut and do your commentary job." And he said that's when he realized that he didn't care anymore. He was just going to do whatever he wanted to do and collect a paycheck.
Let's
people
talk.
bring up
Let's
the
talk.
Yeti. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, people bring up the Yeti in WCW. What about the Phantom of WCW?
The Phantom of WCW.
Ravishing
That's what I was going to
Rude.
say. Let's talk botches and bad gimmicks.
Bad shit.
Botches and bad gimmicks? Oh my God.
The ding dong.
Now we all know.
What was Dustin Rhodes? 6? What's his name? 6.
Yeah. 6. That's right. We all know that David Arquette is the former
7.
David Arquette's former WCW World Champion or Heavyweight Champion. But how about
all the respect to David Arquette as a person, he donated every cent he made in wrestling to charity. You know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Would always say there was no they shouldn't have done that. I don't know why. It wasn't my idea. You know what I mean? And what was that documentary that came out? You Can't Kill David Arquette. That was awesome.
Yeah.
But quite honestly,
Then you
he got what he deserved at GCW.
Oh yeah.
By Nick Gage.
Oh, didn't he get his head kicked in or something?
He stepped in the ring with Nick Gage. He got what he deserved.
Hey, you wanted the hardcore match. You got it.
Maja in the house. See, I told you she was coming.
Nick brought out the old pizza cutter.
Pizza cutter?
And then the Domino's commercial. Oh my God.
What about
That was so good. Oh my God.
Tell me if you guys remember this. It's RoboCop.
It's RoboCop. RoboCop's coming to save Sting from having to watch.
Or how about having Chucky come in and
that was recent, wasn't it, Chucky?
Rick Steiner.
Oh, right.
No, it was back in like 2000 WCW.
Coconut says Maja.
3 count. Oh my God. Tank Abbott in 3 count was so funny.
1, 2, 3 count. Everybody 3 count with me or something like that.
And Tank Abbott wanted his own green circle to dance on. Oh my God.
Wow.
Didn't make for really good wrestling, but that was funny as hell.
Trying to think of his name.
But yeah, the Ding Dongs. Nobody remembers the Ding Dongs? They had bells.
Who are the Ding Dongs?
The Ding Dongs.
They were a WCW gimmick in the late 80s, early 90s. And they had bells all over them, and you'd hear the jingling during the match. But they were humpbacks.
Yep.
And the gimmick was that you couldn't pin them because of the hump.
Yep.
Oh my
It
God.
lasted like 2 matches. That was it. So funny.
Okay.
Oh my God, that's too funny.
Great wrestler, but bad gimmick. Alex Wright.
Alex Wright.
Yes.
Oh, he got a raw deal. And they tried to
Phenomenal wrestler, bad gimmick.
He was. Didn't he team with the Disco Inferno?
The dancing.
Yeah. The
I
Dancing
always
Idiots.
think of the Steve Austin quote from ECW. Steve Austin's famous ECW promo. He says, "Take this German kid and give him 8 good minutes. let the world see what he can do."
Take this German kid and give him 8 full minutes. I don't give a damn.
8 good minutes is like 8 good minutes, really?
8 good minutes.
Yeah.
8 good minutes.
That's what she said.
Gobbledygook.
That's what she said. The
I've definitely
gobbledygooker.
worked a 3-minute match before where I had to lose. And they're like, okay, so it's only going to be 3 minutes. We don't have much time, and you're going to lose, but try not to lose too strong, okay? It's like, he's beating me in 3 minutes. It doesn't fucking matter.
Right?
So you do the roll up, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I got up.
Could be worse. They could do to him like they did to Sean Spears.
Sean Spears is
yeah.
a funny guy. Sean Spears is from Niagara Falls, and I worked with him a little bit at first when I was reffing. I was just reffing at first at different convention shows that would come around. And
he lit up Chris Van Fleet's chest. Him and Breeze lit his ass.
Yeah, he did.
Up.
Of course.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't know him very well, but like kind of a dick. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Kind of a dick.
Well,
Yep.
but like I thought he was a dick back then. I didn't know him that well. But like he was just a guy that wanted to be funny. You know, and I hated
Coconut.
Work.
Bad
Taco.
gimmick.
See, that's what
Taco on a pole match.
First 2, right? But no, I think he's great. I love his
Taco
voice.
on a pole match.
Bad
Oh,
gimmick.
yeah.
Duke the
Jason
Dumpster
can
Jersey.
accept that.
There's still stuff that I remember that he would do that I never saw anybody else do, and still haven't been taught to do. You know, like
There's
never was
Jason.
taught to do after that. Like Cody Deaner and Sean Spears would work all the time, and I'd wrestle, and he'd be like, "Okay, go tell Deaner to stay in that corner. I'm gonna do this and that." Okay, and so you work to the other side and tell Deaner. He's like, "You wants me to go there? Fuck that! I'm going over here." All right, okay.
We used to I remember giving Diener shit at your wrestling shows.
Nope.
Deaner was good. I love Cody Deaner. I think he's doing his best work right now, Cody Deaner.
Yeah. I like his
Bad
new
wrestler. Bad wrestler. Bad gimmick. The Goon. No offense to Canadians.
The Goon.
No.
The Goon.
That was dumb. The Goon.
Do you know the story with Jericho in that? Jericho got the call
No.
saying, we're going to have WWE's or WWF at the time is looking for some guys to be not really jobbers, but not really wrestlers, you know, and so we're going to give all the jobbers gimmicks and see if that'll help them put over some of the older guys, right? And so we thought about it for a week, turned it down, and then 2 weeks later, the Goon debuted.
The
Spirit Dragon TV
The
said
Spirit Squad.
Oh, come on. That's where we got Dolph Ziggler from.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we got Ziggler.
Squad was fucking brilliant. I don't know.
You got
I thought it
Dolph
was
Ziggler.
hilarious.
Mickey.
Let's see.
Uh,
Thinking of another one.
Duke
Hold on.
Gracie.
Yeah,
How
Duke
about
the
you?
Dumpster. I've
We
met
got
Duke
him.
the
Nice
Dumpster
guy.
Trophy.
Very nice guy.
Yes.
How about good wrestler, bad gimmick? The gobbledygooker.
Oh, Hector Guerrero.
Hector
Hector
Guerrero.
Guerrero, yeah.
Guerrero, yeah. I was about to
Did
say
you guys-
that Spitfire Repo Man.
Repo Man.
Repo Man. We had him going so good at a house show.
Repo.
Oh yeah, we did a house show and Repo Man.
Oh man, he wanted to kill us.
No, we had never been to live wrestling before, and you
Yeah,
know
we were
WWE
like
sent
kids.
that veil over the audience, right? So we went to the live show and we were like, Repo Man, you suck, and he turned right to us and went, "You kids, shut your damn mouth," and it like made my life
Oh, yeah.
up to that point.
Great
It
wrestler.
was awesome.
Bad character name. The Texas Tornado.
Texas Tornado.
Oh, that was bad, yeah.
That didn't you
Kerry
just
Von
realize
Erich.
Nation
Harry
of
Von
Domination?
Erich's,
Oh yeah, we flipped the
amputation.
nation.
It's one of those things that's frustrated me about WWE since, like, I liked Mankind, but I liked Cactus Jack, and I wanted, at least them to acknowledge Cactus Jack, And they did as part of the storyline.
Wait a minute. Coconut brings up the Hurricane.
The Hurricane?
The Hurricane.
No offense. Awesome gimmick. I wish they would have let him go as Shane Helms for a while longer than his stint went.
Sugar Shane Helms.
Sugar Shane Helms. Not Sugar Shane. As we speak of Omega.
But I heard a good thing today. They don't want people having like the rights to their name, right? They want to make up a name for them, so they have the rights to that. So they can sell.
They don't even want you to use your real name.
No,
when
I heard
it's,
to make money.
WWE,
yeah,
when they don't. Yeah.
Here you go.
They want a cut of everything.
They look at it like your visage is theirs now.
Hold on. He came into wrestling known for his bad teeth. Here you go. And he had this drilling noise as his intro. Dr. Isaac Yankem. Great piece of talent and the mayor of Knox County.
I was going to say, I thought we were talking about good wrestlers.
Glenn Jacobs.
Glenn Jacobs, mayor of Knox County, which is only 2 hours away from me. So,
oh, that's cool.
Terry Taylor and the Red Rooster. Ouch.
Red Rooster.
Okay. That's probably the biggest discrepancy between good wrestler and bad gimmick.
What was the Stormtrooper name?
The Red Rooster.
The Stormtrooper fella that his helmet came off.
Oh, you're talking about Tugboat, but there again.
Tugboat Typhoon.
Tugboat.
What the hell was his name?
Or now it never actually happened, but when Jim Herd came to WCW, he was a Pizza Hut executive, and then was hired as the owner of WCW, and he wanted Ric Flair to cut his hair, wear an earring, and call himself Spartacus.
The guy with the Stormtrooper had the Shockmaster, wasn't it?
The Shockmaster, right. How can we forget the Shockmaster? That was too funny. And he built that up for like a month. This big surprise. And then he falls over his feet.
Your fella that's coming now in WWE. Like, he's been coming for months and months and months, but he's
already been there.
Yeah.
He's already been.
He was part of a failed gender. Don't hinder gender segment.
Yeah, they just want to. I want to polish you a little bit.
Well, that's
thank you.
This is what I mean about them getting rid of good talent and keeping these flops. I want to say this. I'm going to say this once, and I want to know whose idea it was to bring Eva Marie back.
Vince. He loves the boobies.
Melina back for the Rumble guys, and so that's you're pulling like. They're pulling people from like everywhere now. You'll see Tammy Snitch soon, right? Like,
Lita's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
In prison?
No, she just actually recently got out of prison for terroristic threats and possession of a handgun.
Shit.
Lita's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
Not a chance. Not a chance, son.
You've been arrested.
They're gonna do the same. They're gonna do the same thing they did for Edge to her. She's gonna come out. She's going to haven't been wrestled in a very long time. They already started a feud between her and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
I did see that.
I agree with that. Lita, Amy Dumas says, I know her because I've met her. Her and her band are phenomenal. But anyways, I digress.
You're getting kicked out. Oh, your fault. Froze up.
I agree. Lita will, if she doesn't pull, hold on. If she doesn't pull it, go away. I'm busy. I'll be right back.
Busy.
Not working well.
All right, 2 questions about the Rumble. Mickie James going in. Is she going to be allowed to bring the belt?
Yep.
And
I think she will.
Second one, is she bringing her husband for the men's Royal Rumble?
Oh.
Is Nick going to show up in the Royal Rumble?
Oh,
that would be something.
Apparently she's coming out with her TNA theme. Apparently.
Oh, she's not going to come up with her WWE theme. She wants to wrestle the women's champion from WWE.
Charlotte?
She wants, she said that today or something. She wants to defend the Impact title or something. I don't know. They're not going to go too far with it, I don't think.
But that'd be more like a
that was one of her last matches, wasn't it? Didn't she verse No,
Yeah.
Didn't she verse Charlotte Flair in one of her last matches?
I thought it was but it was the NXT title, wasn't it? It wasn't the WWE title or the women's title. Didn't she fight in NXT last? I don't remember.
Am I the only one that hates the Nikki ASH thing?
I think it's silly.
I'd rather have.
Don't even know what that is.
Yeah. Almost a superhero, Dan. She wears the whole gimmick, the whole superhero outfit, and she's almost a superhero. It's dumb.
That's the thing that I think the WWE has kind of always misunderstood about wrestling, because they want wrestling to stand beside E and MTV and all of those entertainment. Well, what it really stands beside is superheroes and video games and comic books, and you know what I mean? They want it to be to the level of E entertainment, but that's just not where wrestling
That's not what it is.
You know, which is why there's so much crossover between comic book fans and wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Okay, what I miss?
Is Mickey James going to bring
proliferating about,
Is she going to bring her husband?
And is she going to bring Nick Aldis?
Yeah, to the men.
He might be there, but
I don't think he'll wrestle.
No, as far as a actual working relationship, Nick Aldis has never, there's a forbidden door there. He could possibly come in the Rumble, but
I think Ryback's going to make a comeback this Royal Rumble.
Ryback.
Oh God! Then I'm not watching it. If that man makes
feed me more.
You also have to remember
feed me
that
more. I can't wrestle my
Billy
way out of
Corgan
a wet paper bag.
Yeah, didn't they screw him over?
No, he screwed himself over.
They completely misvaluated. He says that he was lied to about what exactly he was buying, and they definitely fucked with the books to say that they were making more than he actually.
Oh shit!
Which is why he reformatted the whole thing.
Ryback just needs to stick to his food reviews and just leave it at that.
He follows me.
Ryback follows you? That's awesome.
He follows me. He watches my stuff sometimes too. I get comments every now and again from him.
Oh, that's cool.
He did an interview for WrestleMania weekend one time that was kind of half in character, where he was talking about his tag team with Kurt Henning's kid, whatever his name was.
Curtis Axel.
Curtis Axel, yeah.
And he's like, we're doing the tag team thing for now. But, I kind of want to do singles again. But, I've enjoyed the challenge of tag team wrestling. It was the most interesting he ever was. And it was literally just him sitting there talking to Booker T. You know what I mean? It's one of those things that I was like, man, that really made me, realize that the scripted stuff wasn't for me. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's not that it's scripted. It's not that they have writers. It's just it's over, to the point where everybody, when they talk, you can tell that they're remembering lines one by one. You know what I mean? Because we had to do it at Battle Arts, and that's how you sound. They give us little paper, and then you got to memorize it, and everything that you say goes line by line like that.
Yep.
Because you have to remember the next line. You know what I mean? There's a reason actors don't like working the Oscars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Live is hard to do.
Live is definitely hard to do. There's no take backs or any of that shit.
That's why.
You think they're gonna attempt to have someone break the shortest time in the Rumble?
Oh, that'd be tough to do.
I don't think he could possibly do it. Santino Marella has that locked in.
It's pretty short. It's down within a second. So
yeah.
0.1.
I don't know how you do it unless you can jump over the top rope, be counted as in the match, get halfway over and then knocked out before you're technically even in the ring, like if you were hopping over the top rope.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it shorter.
And I'm not sure what more Kofi Kingston can do to be crazy with his not falling on the ring.
What's his gimmick this year?
How does look for Kofi?
I can see them trying to break is the longest total time spent in a Royal Rumble Like,
That was
I'm not
Daniel
talking
Bryan.
in one match. I'm saying overall in
Yeah,
any
Daniel
Royal
Bryan has
Rumble.
that.
Yeah, and it's like
Hour
3
and
hours
16 minutes or something.
like that. No, I'm talking among multiple Royal Rumble. The total amount.
Oh,
spent
wow,
in
okay.
any Royal Rumble. It's like Chris Jericho or something.
I
Oh,
thought.
shit.
Yeah, I think it is Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
But
Because
who
he-
holds
yeah.
the most Royal Rumble wins?
That's
Stone
Austin,
Cold.
isn't it?
So
yeah,
cold, yeah.
consecutively. Yes.
Yeah.
97, 98, 2001,
Yeah.
I
So
believe.
can you?
And you can make an argument for 96.
96 spot, yeah.
Because
almost
that
won
was the
3 years in a
Final
row.
Four thing. He threw out Brett, but they said he wasn't going to get the title shot, and they
Yeah.
later said that he wasn't going to count him winning
Gotta
the
check
Royal
on
Rumble in the future, something like that. Or was that 97? I don't remember.
I just now noticed something in the chat. Spitfire had said, "Oh my God, I hate Brother Love." Who doesn't hate Bruce Pritchard?
Bruce Pritchard. I don't. Yeah. I don't agree with. Like, I watched a lot of his podcasts, and I just don't agree with like wrestling with him. I don't agree with what makes good wrestling, what makes surprises good for wrestling. You know.
Well, look at NXT now.
Yeah, that's all him, right?
That's all Pritchard and Vince. Look what they did to Rex Steiner.
Rex Steiner, yeah.
Or
Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker.
Braun
Who
Breaker.
will be in the Rumble?
Oh, yeah, probably.
But
Why wouldn't they just keep his name? That's something to do with Scott Steiner, right?
They don't want the Steiner name to be associated.
yeah. Oh, but they sure as hell referenced it at the last pay-per-view.
Yeah. They even had Rick in the ring with him.
And Rick was in the crowd.
The same reason that Vince McMahon only ever referred to Roddy Piper as Hot Rod. Because
It's
he
Hot
wants
Rod.
to give you a name that you're known by that he owns.
Oh, shit.
But Roddy Piper has come here to chew bubblegum and to kick ass. And he's all
I'll
about
tell you right now, if they waste their non-named people on NXT superstars like they've been doing the last few years, that's just stupid. If you're going to be, you might as well just say they're going to be in it and not try to get people to be, oh, NXT. You're part of the WWE. You are not a surprise entrance. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, there was a surprise. It was Braun Breaker. What are you talking about? Okay.
Do you remember that one year that JBL and Booker T and Jerry Lawler were all on commentary and they all got called in?
Yeah, and then they took Michael Cole
different
out.
numbers. They took Michael Cole out. Yeah.
Rumor has it the Bookman, which I really don't care, Booker T is going to be in the Rumble.
He's
That all it is another nostalgia pop.
Yeah.
I mean, I could care less. Booker T, he's good in the ring.
Oh my
but
God.
his prime is past him.
What's going on here?
Who's going to win
I
it?
got a good one. Good. Huh? Who's gonna
Sami
win?
Zayn.
I was going to say.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens. What do you guys think?
Kevin Steen, excuse me. Fight Steen fight.
Dean Ambrose. I'm kidding. Yeah.
Okay, well, Tyler Black.
Tyler Black. Let's go.
I think Adam Cole's coming back. He's going to make an appearance.
Yeah. Adam who?
Braun Strowman's new name, whatever the hell his name is.
Braun Breaker.
Oh, Braun Strowman.
Adam
Braun
Shear.
Breaker.
Yeah.
Sheer. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah, Adam Shear. No,
Braun Strowman.
He's no. He wants way too much money. You think he wants $1 million just to be on the contract?
Not to mention the fact that he's been cutting down indie wrestlers for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And he's I'm sorry, he's known for what? Choo choo. And a power slam.
And a power slam.
For crying out loud.
I'll give him one thing for being a big guy at his size that's actually in shape. That's awesome. Not that, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
I don't
Bad
like
Bunny.
the idea I liked Big Show better when he was in shape. Let's put it that way.
I don't know. I think he really played a good gimmick. I don't think he was a great wrestler. I just think he played the gimmick well.
Spitfire brought back up Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is a rapper. He can't wrestle his way out of a wet paper bag. All he's doing is for acknowledgement because of his extremely bad music, and that's about it.
Yeah, his music is terrible. I will tell you what, I was really surprised with his efforts that he put in the last match he was in. I thought he did a phenomenal job. I think he deserved to get some props. I don't know why they're pushing him so hard because his music is terrible. I've never heard of him before, and they're like, this multi-platinum billionaire, most popular. I'm like, who?
That's what I was saying. Who?
Do they do know who Eminem is, right?
Right? Why can't they get him? They got the money. Shit.
Yeah, right.
Who's Eminem? I have a bag of M&Ms.
Eminem's a great rapper of the millennium.
Yeah.
Not anymore, he ain't. He doesn't do it anymore, but he was.
How do you feel about that, son?
Oh, no, I think he's the greatest of all time.
I don't think all time, no. Biggie was definitely the best.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Biggie was definitely the best.
Best what?
I say Biggie was the best lyrically, especially.
Yeah, lyrics. Yeah, that's what I mean.
He could tear it up and like win a rap battle without cutting down the other guy at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love that about Biggie, that it was him up, not others down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to any of his songs. It's always what I'm doing and how awesome he is and his crew, and you know what I mean. I respect the shit out of that. You know? Like, it's the one thing that turns me off. You know, it's like I don't want to see. You know,
wait a minute.
Everything is hate.
I swear you just said it turns you on.
I'm pretty sure he did.
100%.
My thing with rap though is I just don't relate to it much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's stupid. It's just I don't know. I just have a hard time relating to like a lot of rock.
See, I'm occasionally jumping on Google and like seeing if there's any new updates or rumors and stuff.
To quote Kurt Henning's music in WCW at the beginning of it, rap is crap and it goes like that.
Yeah, I can't listen to rap music now.
Rap.
I can't listen to rap now.
Well, you know.
It's not even rap anymore. It's just garbage.
I loved it when I was.
Because there's people out there that think good rap music now is going, I'm an island boy.
I'm an island boy. CJ likes Island Boy.
If I was ever going to go to jail, it'd be for hitting them in the face with a shovel, and I'd be okay.
I was waiting for Logan Paul just to jump up and deck both of them.
Oh, man. Logan Paul's a joke.
Listen, my brother will break my balls all the time about the Island Boys. I can't stand them. It just disgusts me. I want them to fight Jake Paul at the same time in a boxing match. I want them to knock their freaking, whatever the hell they call that crap on their head off.
I want Tyson to fucking drop him.
I agree. I love that.
Yeah. I can't stand that shit.
And then tell me you can box.
You're a freaking YouTuber. Like, you're not a boxer. You're making a sham.
I want Mike Tyson to bite Logan Paul's ear off.
Oh, hell yeah.
Period.
Take a chunk of his
I just
cheese.
want to bite his throat. I don't care about the ear. Just bite his throat if I can.
Let's get a Rambo moment. Let's get a Rambo moment where it does the tiger claw.
That's more of a
screw that guy. I hate both of those idiots.
Or you could go Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse.
We gotta watch what we're saying now. YouTube might flag us.
Oh yeah, don't want to get flagged. Let's go.
We apologize.
No
flagging, no way.
Sorry.
I said it last time too. We lived the era of wrestling, like the Monday Night Wars, all that. That was the best era.
That bad?
No, your era was lame. Like right now.
If it wasn't for AEW, I'd be very concerned about the future for professional wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Here, man, I was worried for so long, and even like, I didn't leave because of WWE. You know what I mean? But it's just like, I was still in wrestling when I stopped with WWE, and I didn't want to go there anymore. And it just kind of became, all right, so what the fuck then? You know what I mean? Like,
I wanted to leave as soon as it went PG.
Well,
you
to be
you got to know some of the Sorry, go ahead.
No.
My fault.
Go ahead.
No.
So polite here.
It's all good. We're Canadians. That's how we roll.
Yeah, I know. That makes me want to go to Canada. Minus the cold. I'm sorry, I don't do cold.
It's cold. Don't get me wrong.
It's cold here.
What's his name? MVP came to Battle Arts for a weekend seminar in August, and he shivered the entire time. Guys from Miami, right? And he's like,
"Oh wow,
you guys live here. Like you guys live here. Like you're here all the time." He's like, "I don't know how you do it."
I'll only come to Canada to get 10 bits and coffee and get some. Get some.
We're about as far south in Canada as you can go. Like
I cracked up the other day. I saw someone post "Pray for Florida" because they're calling for below 30-degree weather or below 39-degree weather.
What?
And I literally wanted to go to the face of that post and just slap. I'm like, listen, it's 32 degrees. Just throw a jacket on. You'll be okay. If you didn't learn your lesson from watching what happened in Texas last year, it's your own damn fault.
What's 30?
I'm originally from Florida, and people do react very weirdly when it even hits 50. So, I mean, I walk out when it's snowing and it's 30 some odd degrees. I'll walk out in shorts and flip flops and a tank.
Yeah, that's how I am. Like it's snowing right now where I'm at in Pennsylvania, where they're calling for the Rooster that's supposed to be hitting the coast here. We're not really going to get anything near us, but
Dan's got a fan in the crowd here.
Yeah.
Hashtag Dan Magnum come back.
Surprise entrance. Get to Louis. You got some time, man. You can make the St. Louis. They might let you in.
There you go.
I should tell them
Shit.
Just tell Vince he'll cut shitty promos with him like Austin Theory's doing, and he'll probably let you in.
Oh, let's just give Austin Theory Tyler Breeze's gimmick.
Yeah. They do that a lot, though. They recycle shit.
Now, I'm curious. This is my curiosity with Mickie James being in the Women's Rumble, having the Knockouts Women's title. Will they give her Impact music?
Yeah.
They will.
Yeah.
Are we sure?
Just a few minutes.
I don't know. I'm kind of excited for the possibilities. I know it's really hard to speculate on what's going to happen, what's not going to happen. I'm hoping with Cody Rhodes being a free agent that he comes out, and I hope he comes out there's no music. I hope that Chris Jericho comes out for some reason. I know it's probably not going to happen, but as just a fan of excitement, I could dream.
No, Vince will tell Cody, just put some gloves on and do this.
Here comes up. No.
Here's the thing, Spade.
Stardust. I forgot about Stardust. Oh my god.
And plus, if they work together, it makes it a fundamental difference from the Monday Night Wars. You know what I mean? I still feel like they can very much compete and work together. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be one or the other.
But it's that thing. Vince doesn't want competition.
No.
He is his own competition. That's the point.
Yeah, let's Raw versus SmackDown.
Dan Magnum enters number 26 and wins the Royal Rumble, and then goes on to WrestleMania to whip Roman Reigns' ass. I had two guys I would love to see a Dan Magnum come back through. Oh man.
You'll be the first to know.
Go win the Rumble, dude.
Come on, let's see.
What are you still doing here? Go.
Yeah, let's see the Superman punch get took out.
I give a guy.
Dan, you got to practice looking at the camera saying, "Acknowledge me."
Acknowledge me. I don't like Roman Reigns. I've never liked Roman Reigns.
And this is
I think he's too over.
And this is one thing that you've got to do. You've got to stop yourself from falling asleep during Roman Reigns' entrance. Oh my God, that's about longer or about the same stint as The Undertaker. No offense,
The Undertaker.
Mark Calloway.
Oh my gosh, him walking to the ring every pay-per-view is the funniest thing.
Oh yeah, I'd go have a smoke, take a dump, get some snacks, come back. He's still only halfway up the ring ale. Oh man.
Hey, going back to our best wrestler, worst gimmick, and all that stuff. is the Godfather not like the worst wrestler with the best gimmick there ever was?
I agree.
I like Papa Shango too.
Papa Shango.
Papa
Shango
Shango
was awesome.
That was great.
That was awesome.
I was like really afraid of Papa Shango when I was.
I think you could put a boogeyman up there with the great gimmick and worst wrestling skills.
Yep.
But if you go back further and Godfather's career,
Miss Scobell Unit's terrified of him and going.
Wasn't he like
Godfather's career? You got the Soul Taker.
The Soul Taker, that's right too. The Soul Taker.
Dude, they should. You know how? This is off base, but you know how Marvel's is doing the what if thing?
Yes.
You guys see the what if and how they move it around. WWE should do that, like an animated series. What if? Like if Undertaker, the Godfather shtick, like stuff like that. That would be epic. I'm sorry, that would be the craziest thing to watch.
I mean, I've seen the WWE's, cartoon skills.
WWE.
I'm sorry that their animation skills are.
What if the Undertaker really was Eggman? Did you guys see that Smoking Skull session? Because he debuted the same Survivor Series as the Gobbledygooker, and when they called him, he knew. Like when they called him to come in, they knew he knew that they were doing all these crazy gimmicks. So he had seen the egg, and he's like, "Oh, great! That's it. I'm going to be Eggman. They're going to make me shave my head, my eyebrows." That was such a good podcast.
I'll tell you what, they do have a good thing going on E though with this vault thing where they're going around looking for old wrestling.
Yeah, that is really interesting.
Like when I'm using my personal time in the bathroom, I'm like right there watching that stuff, man. That's
yeah. I love shit like that.
Yeah.
Are they putting together a museum, maybe?
Well, they've got the WWE archives.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big building.
Advanced rigging system.
That's another gold mine. They should have just invested in a WWE Hall of Fame, a walkthrough one, have everybody up in there, all the old stuff, because I know they have the WWE warehouse.
Yeah.
That the WWE warehouse is now going to be open up to the public.
Oh man, that's in Connecticut, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not too far. That's only about a 6-hour drive for me. I'm gonna have to.
I go to that. I go to that for sure. Right, son?
I'm not sure if it's in Stamford or Hartford.
I don't know.
One of the two, because I know they had the headquarters was in Stamford.
Yeah, I think the warehouse is in the same town.
Okay, because I know Vince just sold his mansion in Stamford.
I'll look it up right now. On.
Let's check it out.
Check it out.
Let's check it out.
No, it's actually in Norwalk, Connecticut.
Okay.
Oh, Norwalk, Connecticut.
So they've moved it.
Isn't it the other way? Side to side.
Well, that's all right.
My phone's supposed to go to the side.
Okay, so it says Titan Tower.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
Yeah, if I go to a Hall of Fame, it's going to be Cooperstown.
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 I'm very proud of the MLB for not putting Barry Bonds on the Hall of Fame.
I would love to see Santino Marella come back at the Rumble.
Me too.
The problem with Santino is that he had 2 pins put into his neck that were not sitting as well as they wanted, but it's okay. But he's not supposed to. He tried to do a comeback when I was there, and he had this big speech about how it wasn't.
Just didn't know him personally. That was the last place he trained Battle Arts.
He was still on the roster while I was training with him, so he could only train Tuesday and Thursday nights at 10 o'clock at night, and it was usually just promo class. But we learned a lot. We brought in people. That was the big thing.
I know Santino's character was over, and the dude could work.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They should have gave him a more serious gimmick.
He is not that guy at all. He is total judoji, into
Oh, yeah.
like hard combat and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Oh yeah.
They should have gave him a better character. Period.
Yeah.
Better
Or
gimmick.
at least-
Like
or at
Damian
least grow
Sandow?
it. They just never
Damian
let it
Sandow,
grow.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bring him
Yeah,
back.
that was the same situation.
Bring him
The
back.
crowd loved him. He was doing good work. They never let it grow.
They could have hardened Santino up when he was with Kozlov. They could have made, instead of the other way, they made
Oh, that
they made
was a
Kozlov more goofy.
talent.
Yeah, they made Kozlov more goofy instead of making Santino more serious.
I
You
kind of
see
like
pic-
Miz though.
You see pictures of
Miz
Kozlov
Dow.
now, and God, dude,
He-
jacked.
They're still good
Double-
friends.
Double E.
Double
Oh, yeah.
E. They
Double
tried
double
that
When
same
E.
thing.
When they
with,
used to do their interviews of him when he was still sitting in the stands, I look forward to coming to Double E.
WWE.
Right, my friend.
I loved it. It was great.
John Cena. John Cena. It's good to see you, John Cena.
Never been
yeah.
a John Cena fan. Prototype.
yeah, not my thing. I was never a John Cena guy.
But I
just
have to
didn't
give
like-
him props.
But it was
Make
the
a
same
wish.
thing with like.
Yeah.
Not
He does a
even
lot
just
for
that, just
charity.
his whole gimmick was so good for like if a kid was gonna watch wrestling, which I always say that they probably shouldn't, but if a kid was gonna watch wrestling, John
Yeah.
Cena's the character you would want him to watch. It's just all about
Yeah.
doing the best you can, being honest with people, and working hard. You know what I mean?
You can't
And
see
that's
me.
you know,
Can't see me.
I just didn't like when his
Hashtag
promos
Cena's
got, like,
lady parts.
Yes.
I just didn't like his promos. Let's put it that way. Because anytime John Cena was like, "Well, I thought that," okay, shut the fuck up, man.
Just shut up.
I think they did a great job with the Firefly Funhouse match where they did all the jump backs and the bouncing around and that. I thought that was
cool.
I think they did a good job. I do think they need to stop letting him come back, and if they're going to do it, just turn him freaking heel already. Just get it out of your system. Let him come
Yeah.
back and kick someone in the balls. Let him flip off
Yeah.
a 6-year-old or something. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I think he's done.
I always said if I was going to be the one to turn John Cena heel, I wouldn't have him change his character at all. I'd have him do
No.
the exact same shit, you know, but now he's pompous about it. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he already was like the most corporate poster boy. You know what I mean? Like everything wrestling fans hate, really.
And is
Where
it
did
just
You know?
is it just me, or is John Cena's acting skills, his line deliveries,
Yeah.
so stale?
Yeah.
Stiff. Real
It's
stiff.
very textbook.
Oh my god! I mean,
I
I've
haven't-
suffered.
I haven't been able to watch Peacemaker just because I saw him in the Suicide Squad, and it's like,
Peacemaker. I fell asleep. I'm serious. I was sitting there watching it. Next thing I know, it was an hour later, and I woke up
right.
Oh wow.
and don't remember nothing. It's like, no offense to Dwayne Johnson, but you know his. Mm.
If you
I'm
smell.
never a Rock guy. I don't know.
I don't like
punches
his
are
movies.
Stupid, and his moves are
And
dumb. I'm sorry. He did friggin' what's it called? The Sambo suplex, but he did it really poorly, if you ask me.
And if rumor has it, Dwayne Johnson is going to a few production companies and
Oh, really?
going to be fighting for a live action video game movie. What video game, you may ask? Call of Duty.
Call of Duty. Oh my God. He's taking over Fortnite too now.
If Dwayne Johnson comes in to a Call of Duty movie and plays Captain Price,
Yeah.
I'm walking out and I'm boycotting.
Bye. I gotta know from you wrestling guy, where did they go wrong with Bray Wyatt? Like the Fiend gimmick, like that was so hot when it first started. Like the Fireflies had the crowd. You know, even when he came out to with the lantern that was the old Bray Wyatt's head, that was the coolest shit I'd seen in a long time. Like, you know, he
Hell
was,
in a Cell, man. The red.
and then it
light
just went.
Hell in a Cell.
That killed it.
And then
Yeah,
Seth
'cause nobody could
Seth
see.
Rollins was the one to like knock out the Fiend until he couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, but he wasn't. He was just what, pretending?
He was just pretending.
And I think what ruined the character, my opinion, Alexa Bliss.
Well, they gave the gimmick to her.
Yeah.
They took it from him and gave it to her.
Ruined it. When they put her with him.
And I like Alexa Bliss.
Yeah.
No,
you know, she's a decent.
But
enough
even then, they gave her the gimmick, but didn't do nothing with it. They still didn't do nothing with it. They built it up like the mysterious, strong, can't be beat, and then they're like pinned in 2 seconds.
Their whole company is about
Crying over a doll
and merch. You know,
and they don't.
They could care less if they have a good wrestling match ever again.
They probably sold a whole bunch of those Lily dolls.
They don't even know how to make merch, for crying out loud, anymore.
Mm.
It's just a plain white, plain black tee with a logo and a name. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, save all the good-looking T-shirts for the part-timers. Edge, Cena.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of good-looking T-shirts, Malachi Black has like the best friggin' wrestling T-shirts that I've ever seen. It's crazy. Like I just
all those shirts are good.
I wished, and this is my opinion, that he wouldn't have gone with Malachi Black. Just go back to Tommy Inn.
They've said the name though multiple times.
I
love that shit though, because he keeps going, because they keep saying that's Tommy End, but this is not Tommy End. You know, like, and how
he's holding on to that WWE persona because he wants to have that return match, which he had at WrestleCade this few months back with what's his name?
What's the door open?
I don't know. Because I think he's also got more ideas for that character that they kind of never let him do.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's obvious.
I like the duality idea, which they haven't really dabbled with it, but they could still. I like how the paint on his eyes started really small, but then it grows and grows, and I swear to God, they're going to do the same thing with Julia Hart. When she takes off that eye patch, it'll be the same exact thing that whatever it is, you know, the virus or.
I got a feeling that it'll be Julia Hart will be with Aleister Black and Brody King.
Oh, they're gonna turn him.
If they misuse Brody King, I will stop watching.
See, that's the thing. Them misusing a guy like Brody King would be a much worse thing to happen than them overusing WWE guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
They're misusing Junior Pillman.
Pillman Jr.
I think they haven't pulled the trigger on him yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they're waiting, you know. But I think the time was when Dark Side of the Ring came out. But the thing is they're not a company that's going to upend all of what they're doing because one guy had a hot moment, you know. And they gave him the moment with MJF.
Yeah.
But the problem with doing MJF and Pillman right now is that I think they're in the process of like cooling MJF a little bit, you know, because he got really, really, really hot there, and it's to the point where you can't go up anymore unless he gets the title. And the longer he's hot like that and doesn't get the title, it looks worse on him. So you cool him off, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Put him on the back burner.
Well, this is where I'll call it, and I'll give my predictions on who was going to win the Rumble, both the women's and the men's. I'm gonna have to say.
Sorry, guys.
I'm trying to.
It's all good.
It better be AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
AJ or Kevin Owens. Women's.
Same thing.
No, I want to say El Generico.
Generico.
I want to see El Generico come back, but that'll never happen. Which is a shame because that would be over.
How about the top rope brainbuster?
Dude, I'm telling you right now. They need to bring back Damien Sandow.
Oh, there you go. That'd be awesome.
Now, what's his NWA name? I never remember. Because he's in NWA.
Yeah. Gosh, I know. I've been to the NWA in Atlanta a few times. Recently, actually.
Chris, you wanted to see us up close, right?
Oh yeah.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, he's got a sweet mask.
That's sweet.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
They only made 200.
Holy shit.
Dang.
That's a steal.
Yeah, that's still. The women's.
I paid $250 for it, and people are reselling for almost $2,500 on eBay.
Oh my god, that's awesome, man. I love that mask. I love that whole gimmick.
The women's rumble. Even though all of them are misused. I'll go for Alexa Bliss. So.
You know this one's usually getting sued?
So, on that note, I bid everyone farewell.
Oh, okay, man.
So.
What happened?
I think Chris is taking off.
Yeah, I'm taking off.
Oh, you gotta go, buddy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go fix me some food.
I went and got my food from the door, and everybody's going to go get food now.
Yeah, my lovely lady here is waiting for me to finish up so I can eat some.
Well, I haven't eaten since noon, so.
Yeah, that's my final say. Sami Zayn and Lita.
I hope everybody has a good time. In the Royal, watching the Royal. I'm going to choose Randy Orton just because it's a safe bet and I don't know anything about WWE right now.
I don't follow it half the time, so I'm actually just spitballing names. I have Peacock.
Right,
but I
that's
don't
all
even
I was
watch it.
thinking of. I think the only thing I've heard about the women's is that Mickie James is in it, and I think that might make the most news.
Yeah.
Title versus title in Impact versus WWE, if they go that far with it.
Hell, I think Alexa Bliss might even win it.
That's my vote.
That's what his vote
Alexa
was.
Bliss.
Yeah. They
Kevin
haven't done
Owens,
anything with her in a long time. Who else? They were saying someone else is coming back. Asuka. Asuka's coming back, and she could very much.
Oksana.
What?
Yeah.
I really wish they would have called Asuka Kana because
they're saying Harry's supposed to come back too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did hear about that.
What?
But,
the sour and misuser?
Yeah, right.
But anyways, guys, it's been fun. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, thanks for coming out, man. Good chatting with you.
And my name is Sal Mandini. And you want to wrestle?
You want to wrestle?
Nice to hear. It's kind of cool to hear that indie perspective from the States. I never hear it at that level too much. You know, I hear from the guys that Ethan Page works with, but not like just like the ham and eggers. No offense.
Yeah.
I'm a ham and egger too, man. Don't you worry.
It is what it is. I don't.
Rocky was a ham and egger. Let's put it that way. We do it because we love it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And well, this is my get out of free jail card. I got to go fix me some dinner. Take it easy.
All right. Take care. All right. It's just us. Chris even left. Where'd you go, Chris? Oh. You got a prediction? Did you say yours?
I'm on the fence.
I don't know what is going on with this StreamYard tonight.
The only reason I say Lita's going to win is because why were they doing this skit with Charlotte and her?
Yeah.
I think they're going to give her the edge treatment.
You know what I mean? Eliminate each other. Brawl to the back.
Eliminate each other, and then they'll go up. Yeah. No, it'll either way. It'll be a WrestleMania match.
That'd be cool.
Eliminate each other. I think Ronda Rousey's going to come back and win it, and versus Becky Lynch.
That if Ronda Rousey's coming back, she's coming back to win the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
She in the Royal Rumble.
If she's in it, she's gonna win it. It's
on the men's side, we know they're going to verse Roman Reigns for sure.
That's going to happen somehow, some way.
Brock Lesnar's going to drop the title. Now, if they have the championship match before the Rumble, Brock Lesnar drops it. He's going to be an entry into the Royal Rumble. He might win the Royal Rumble. If they don't have the match prior to that, it'll most likely be someone that's going to win and challenge either Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins. I don't see Seth Rollins beating Roman Reigns. They're trying to put him over. If over, they get him right now. And what better way to get Roman Reigns over is by having him finally.
Welcome back, son.
So I'm not really sure how they're going to play out the men's Royal Rumble, but I keep thinking Sami Zayn because of the Brock Lesnar Sami Zayn thing that was going on.
The new match, it's fresh.
I can only imagine like
I sure that.
Brock, Sami, buddy still. I know they're going to push to put Brock on SmackDown, but Brock Lesnar holding a grudge over Bobby Lashley and like randomly costing Bobby Lashley the title match against Sami Zayn and giving Sami Zayn a push.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
cool.
Bobby Lashley beating Brock Lesnar and then Austin Theory winning the Royal Rumble. Because Vince McMahon Austin Theory and his fun promo session they've been doing. Right. But they are going to set up for. I think the spoiler matches that people are posting on TikTok of what match they're going to be watching. I think people already pretty much know how this pay-per-view is going to be set up. But you also have to remember Shane McMahon's entering in the Royal Rumble too.
Really?
Yeah, he's supposed to be a surprise entrant. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It's tomorrow. It's going to be here before you know it. And it's either going to be a massive win for WWE or it's going to be a bust. It's never in between.
It's going to go either way, yeah.
And I'm most likely leaning towards the disappointment because it's normally is.
They got a hot streak of disappointment running lately, so I don't even watch the friggin' thing. I just feel it off of my friends and stuff.
I don't think they've been very disappointing. SmackDown has not been disappointing at all. SmackDown is now the A show.
Right, I've heard that.
But Raw is just
the shit's the same as
nobody with no skills. Becky Lynch is flatlined because she didn't even come back. If she came back with the man persona that she had lit on fire, if they let her come back and just let her feud instead of just tossing the title at her from Bianca, it would probably be a lot better. But the women's division is floundering regardless if Becky's there or not.
Yeah, welcome back, Laurinaitis. Welcome back. Who's the other guy?
Yeah. There's no big skills on Monday at all, except for the Miz, and him and Edge are going back and forth, and that's even subpar at this point.
And you know what? That's the difficulty that guys like the Miz and MJF running into, or at least do eventually. And MJF hasn't gotten there quite yet. But you run out of shit to say. You're saying the same old shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a dick, and I don't care, and I'm gonna say, oh, and
I do like that Edge has been coming out to the Brood.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
The new Edge. I love it.
Saw a little bit of that. The Brood entrance, at least, with the fire and whatnot. Cool. I'm down. I like a good entrance. All right. I think that's my cue, guys.
Guys, well, thank you for having me on. Also, I appreciate it. I enjoyed it very, very much. I love talking about wrestling.
Oh, no problem, dude. We're going live tomorrow. Like, we're gonna have the whole thing going right from pre-show to finish.
I'll probably hop on for a little bit. I'll be watching, but it reminds me of the early '90s when me and my friends used to be jumping off each other's houses onto trampolines and hitting each other in the face with aluminum pans.
Man, it was ladders for us. We had ladders and mattresses. I did a 450 off a ladder once, and all my friends were like, "You could do a 450. You did it off the ladder that one time." I'm like, "That was really stupid, though."
That was really stupid, though.
All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.
All right,
and
brother.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Take it easy, man.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Hey, it's just.
What's happening?
All right.
She's the guys.
All right. CJ. Who do you think?
CJ's deep in thought.
All right. Who do you think's gonna win, CJ? Yeah, you, CJ.
There you are.
I want Balor to win, but he's not gonna win. He's not.
That would be cool, though.
It would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
I think he deserves another run.
He doesn't seem super happy, honestly. Hearing him talk, it doesn't.
No.
Like his reasons for going to NXT is like really like, oh, really? That's why?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I picked Randy Orton if you missed it. Randy Orton seems like a safe bet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or Riddle throws out Randy Orton. That's how they start their feud. Or the other way around.
Accident or,
Yeah.
Someone bumps Riddle and then Riddle bumps Randy Orton, who then jumps over the top rope like they like to do.
I think this would be okay if Taker was to come back, which I don't think he's going to. But if he were, I think the Rumble is a good match for him to come back to, because it's not as much as like, because like that Goldberg and Undertaker match was not. It was not. So I think he should end on a good note and do like one good. Even the DX match with them was not. It was not.
Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh my god. Shawn Michaels' last match, you mean?
Yeah, DX and Brothers of Destruction. It was no. Yeah.
Just waiting for my pizza to get here. It's been an hour and a half.
My God, for pizza?
Yeah. Apparently they couldn't find any drivers right now, and they're all booked up like Domino's. I guess everybody decided to order Domino's tonight.
Jeez.
Wise men say
forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
Amen.
Oh yeah.
Best. Hey, Sean.
Mikey's such a dick there.
Oh yeah.
Like, Splinter's gonna die? He talked about dying, and Mikey's like, yeah, so pizza's pretty good. It's gonna be here soon. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Oh man.
Not having him. Yep. Pizza dude's got 30 seconds.
Yeah, I said my predictions were Lita and whoever number 26 is.
Whoever number 26 is. That's funny. I like that.
Yeah, because that's my number.
Yeah, my prediction is between numbers 11 through 17.
Chris was right, though, man. Number 27 has the most wins,
What's up, buddy? What'd you say? Oh.
Although the last couple years they haven't. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 1 and 2 has won a number of times as well.
Oh, yeah, Shawn Michaels did it back to back.
Michaels from 1, yeah. Benoit from 2.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio from 1.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I think, Alberto was like number 13 or 14. He was like in the...
Oh, isn't he like serving life in prison right now or something?
Is he really?
For 30 years?
Nobody has like a video page or something.
Yeah, everybody has videos of Paige.
Yeah.
This much is true.
Oh, hey, so apparently Paige is supposed to be at the female Royal Rumble too.
Could be good.
I thought she was wrestling. Isn't she not?
No.
Yeah. If she ain't wrestling backstage, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
All right. I really got to go, guys.
All right, man.
Nice being here. Good chatting with y'all. Peace and love and all that stuff.
Peace.
Actually, this does not technically mean peace. Really? Although it does.
In some countries, it means bullshit or the F word.
Well, that's the motion. But this sign was like, it means victory. It's V for victory.
Yeah.
And so people did it after the war. Victory! We won! We kicked their ass! But
and they're like, oh, it's all peace!
It's peace time now, I guess.
Yeah.
They appropriated it.
Oh, man.
That word, I love that word.
I think they have a
Paige
is so China beautiful. Got such a raw deal.
Yeah.
No, not life in prison, Beth. I think he's got like 20-something years or something, 25 or something. Who the heck is that trying to add me on Facebook?
Okay, I was leaving. All right, I had fun. This is a good time.
Oh, the sheriff's in the house.
I'll try to be on sooner than later.
Sheriff's here, huh?
All right, bud. Have a good dinner.
Yeah, no, not adding that on Facebook. Look at this. This thing just tried to add me on Facebook. Look how whorish that is, bro.
Oh, geez.
Respond and delete. She has 3 friends on there, bro. And oh, yeah. Never mind. I scrolled down just slightly and it said something about sexting.
Uh-oh.
That driver is not in my neighborhood. Dude, he's like on the other side of town. And it says 4 minutes away.
Jeez. That's how our app goes sometimes.
Ah. Sean, LOL. We should get Beth up here on the StreamYard sometime.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
That would be
yeah.
epic. There we go. Sheriff's in the house, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Does that mean TikTok? Oh my God, Tick and Sheriff are coming?
I don't know.
Tick. With little Tick. Oh, now he's in my neighborhood. He's right down the damn road. See, Beth would love that. See? The link's right there, Beth. The link was there. It was there somewhere. Angel!
What's going on, Sheriff? Angel's in the house.
Angel's in the house. Now you got to bring Angel and him up. Oh, dang. I hope he gets feeling better.
Best wishes for Tick.
But it's kind of weird because I have it on the big screen and all the comments are going up on the big screen over here on the side. It's covering my whole face.
Oh, shit.
As I wait for this pizza to get, I decided to try a new one that we just got, and it was a cheeseburger pizza.
Oh, nice.
So the sauce is like ketchup and mustard with cheeseburger ingredients on it. So I'm gonna try it.
Big Ben in the house too.
What's up, late for work?
What's going on, Ben?
What's up, Big Ben?
Sean in the corn. What's up? What's happening?
Wait. When do we do this? I dropped the link, I think. Wait, what is she talking about? When do we do what, Beth? I will do it next week, guys. Okay. Thursday or Friday? Yeah, we're like on every day.
Oh, yeah.
Just don't hit us on Tuesday because that's Taco Tuesday. That's just some bad stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's right down the road. Let's see if he passes by my house.
Son. What are you doing?
Playing Fortnite.
Ouch. So I got a package from Jason in the mail today. I'm a little scared to open it.
How'd that go? You're scared to
No,
open
I haven't
it.
opened it yet. It says something potato. So I can't remember what it says. Yeah.
Please stop watching Cornhub and support like Father League's.
Oh my! I'll be right back. Reese is here.
Uh-oh. Big hello to the only sheriff in town. Big Ben representing.
Yeah. Did Big Ben get a number?
I don't know. Do you think we should shut down the wrestling chat and open a hangout, son? Are we all done chatting wrestling?
Well, just change the name of it.
Well, no, because people came for wrestling. I can't just change the name of it. What game are you playing? The Masters wants to know.
I'm just playing Fortnite.
Are you playing Fortnite?
Yeah, I'm gonna live stream God of War tomorrow.
Oh, nice. You heard it here first, folks. Angel. How is Amanda, Chris? How are you, honey? Angel wants to know. Hi. She's doing good today. She's smiling and stuff. We have a fertility appointment in the morning. So they're gonna do an ultrasound and stuff. Check on them.
You were playing Fortnite just before.
What are they called? I know this. Oracles.
Me and Dad play Fortnite all the time,
No,
Big Ben. You should add
follicles. Follicles. Right? What does that look for?
It's not funny when you see the wrong thing.
I'm sorry. Follicles. Hey, Amanda. Angel. Where are you? There you are.
Hi, Angel.
Dad.
That's great. Glad to see her smiling and doing good. Seymour Cannabis. What's up, buddy? Booyah. If anybody does not have a number and wants a number for the Royal Rumble contest we have, just say so. CJ has them written down. Very exciting. It is very exciting. Now, it's only the first follow-up. We're going to have 3 or 4 more before we do the drop shot. I call it a drop shot, but that's not what it is. It releases the egg. And delayed for work and a number?
He said he wants the winning number.
Oh, he wants the winning number. Up in smoke, bro. Right on. A wrenches. Oh, on YouTube. Moderator. Hi, Angel.
Dad.
What's up?
Big Ben was saying he was playing Fortnite earlier.
Oh, nice. We'll have to get you on Fortnite
yeah, we should.
Sometime, Ben.
We play Fortnite all the time.
A wrench is when you turn blue. So I didn't get it. Well, the event's not till tomorrow there, Jason. You have to pick a number, and that's your entrant for the Royal Rumble. And then if that person wins, then you're the winner.
Yeah, you get a prize.
I'm never on YouTube, she said. Oh, yeah. Hells to the yeah. Wrench is also used for whacking a troll. So exciting. Yes, it is, Angel. Can add me on Xbox if that's what you play. Truthful Gag Star. We'll do that, Big Ben. Here's mine. I'm on Xbox.
Whew. I'm gonna write it down then.
It's my that's my tag on Xbox, Big Ben.
So, can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Is number 25 available?
No.
I think so.
No, it's not.
No?
No, Chris Miller.
Who got him? Oh, Chris Miller. So check this out. The guy was an hour and something late. And he goes, oh, hey, what are you going to tip me? And I said, nothing.
No kidding.
So he kind of just shoved the pizza to me and walked away. And I was like, whatever.
23 is available if you want
an hour.
23 is available.
Oh, wow, that's weird.
Oh, shit.
Nice to meet you, Angel.
Right on.
Angel's awesome.
Do you want 23, Jason?
Thanks, Big Ben.
Are we the only ones coming up, bro?
I don't know. Tig is sick.
Oh yeah, I know
Sheriff's in the
Tig's sick.
chat.
Yeah, Sheriff's in the chat. Angel's in the chat. They're usually up here too, doing some shenanigans with us. So I ordered this pizza because Heather was gonna come down and eat pizza with me.
Yeah.
Bro, now I have this giant 16-inch friggin' pizza here
And she doesn't want to come down.
by myself, and she does not feel good now. So
Come on down, Coconut. I was thinking about restarting this, like, because the wrestling talk's over, and putting up a Hangouts title.
okay, let's do it.
Yeah, restart it.
Because then when people
Come
come
on
in,
back,
they're not,
everyone.
you know. All right.
I'm gonna click out.
Wait,
I'll
Dad.
be back.
What, son?
No.
All right, we'll be right back.